Tonight's Thursday live Facebook record sale. When you're on and watching, welcome. I'm currently looking for my phone. No luck. I had it over here, not over there. Let me retrace my steps. I see my other phone. Thought I had it over here. It's probably laying in an odd place. But if you're watching, go ahead and share the feed. Is that it? No, that's Tanner's. This isn't good. That's my other one. That's Tanner's. I had it laying somewhere. Oh, there it is. I knew I laid it on top of something probably hidden. Right here. Okay. So welcome everybody. Thursday night's live Facebook record sale. Let me get situated here. All right, let's get it shared. So if you're watching on Facebook, please go ahead and share anywhere and everywhere you can. If you're watching on YouTube, be sure to hit the thumbs up button. We're going to go through some new vinyl. I didn't tag that other stuff. I wish I had of now, but that's okay. We'll go through a lot. We'll have a huge order here tomorrow night. So let me get it shared in the group. Let's see, group, a whole lot of records. And let's share it to where? Let's copy the link. I got a couple hot posts going. Let's see here. Let's post it there and post it here. All right, and I think I also posted a couple things in the group. Let me find those. Let's see here. I should have one more flip post. There we go. All right, now let me just get it shared over to our Instagram story. Let me do that. I got to find our YouTube link. Let's see. It's going to be quiet for about the next 30 seconds until I do this. Then I'll start rambling on like a madman, selling, showing records. Don't need a post. We need a story. Story, where's my picture? There we go. All right, link. Live now. Alrighty, now we need a chat. Where are you? Chat, restream chat, and boom. All right. All right, let me give sharing instructions again. If you're watching on Facebook, there's a share button. Actually, I need to do that myself. I'm gonna show y'all how to do it. That's one more place. I didn't share it to a couple other groups I usually share it in. Make sure you're sharing as yourself. Sometimes business pages can share if you are linked to a business page. I'm also going to share it in a couple other groups. There's one, and there's the other one. All right. And now let me go back to our chat and get that reset. So yeah, if you're watching on Facebook, hit the arrow button, share it to your personal feed wherever you can. I know some of y'all don't like to because you don't want anybody else to know where you buy your records, and it's all top secret, and you don't want anybody else to know about this so they can't get in on it. That's perfectly okay, but I'd like for you to share if possible. I will appreciate it. Let's go through a bin of new vinyl from last night. We had so much. I think y'all have seen most of it a couple different times now, but we're going to go through it one more time, and I think this is also a mix of some other stuff from last week. Yeah, so this is a pretty decent bin to start the night with. We're also going to get a couple new auctions started. First auctions of the night. So we've actually got some stuff ready from Dallas. We got Dallas collection ready, so we're going to start doing that here pretty soon. Let me get my camera set up where you can see auctions back there. I also do have Japanese auctions again tonight, so let's go through a recap of new vinyl, and then I got some new stuff that you've never seen before, and then we'll start on our new vintage arrivals and pre-owned stuff. No balance tonight. No Van Halen balance tonight. First record, we're going to start with Collective Soul. This is the Craft 25th Anniversary Edition of the Triple Platinum album. First time on vinyl was this one right here. Of course, if you have anything on the Craft label, you know how very nice and good it sounds. This is in shrink wrap with the original Craft hype sticker that came with it. Inner sleeve. This is pretty much the OG. This is the OG Collective Soul, even though it came out in what, 1995? Never was pressed on vinyl, just probably CD and cassette originally. This is going to be a $45 start, Collective Soul, featuring the hits December, The World I Know, and Where the River Flows. That is a $45 start for Collective Soul. Here's something normally, you know, people's been asking about this. I don't know. It's just one of those artists that in the past I historically may have would have looked over, but a lot of people's been asking for this album. I've had people say, "Again, Julie London, do you have Julie as her name?" And there was a couple in the Dallas collection, and we've actually traced this one to be the 1955. Wow, 1955 first mono press. The vinyl is beautiful. It is near mint minus. Julie London, Julie is her name. If you like some mid-50s female vocalists, this is the OG 1955. Prices for this thing's all over the place because they're usually beat the heck. They're usually like good plus. This is an extremely nice copy. That's a $40 start for Julie London. Julie London. So Collective Soul and Julie London. Collective Soul's already getting bids. Let's start with our first crate of new vinyl. I think it's some stuff from last night and last week. Dave Matthews Band, Under the Table and Dreamin'. Some like 2 additional people. I did a flip video. We sold like 3 more copies of this. And I've had, I think, at least one other person message the page and say they would like a copy. So these are selling again, once again, very fast. Dave Matthews Band is $39.99. Alice in Chains Dirt. If you missed it last night, I kind of showed them pretty late. We got another huge restock of Alice in Chains Dirt. $38.99. That's the 2LP remaster. Them Bones, Down in a Hole. Rooster, Angry Chair, Wood. That is $38.99. $38.99. Depeche Mode, Violator, $28.99. We still have the US version in stock, which is the much cheaper version than the import. It's only $28.99. That is Depeche Mode, Violator. Still have Jane's Addiction available. Jane's Addiction is Ritual Delo Habitual, and that is on the 2LP Pearl Vinyl. This was for the longest an indie exclusive, but it looks like they're going to keep it in stock on colored vinyl, which is a good thing. If they ever change it, that's not a good thing. But Jane's Addiction is $39.99. First sale of the night officially. Looks like it goes to Dale Cooper for an Alice in Chains Dirt. We've got a bunch of these, so if anybody else wants these, wants one, let me know. That goes to Dale Cooper. Let me make sure I didn't miss anything else. I don't think I did, except Richard Bedford on Depeche Mode. Richard Bedford wants a Depeche Mode Violator. All right, we have Jane's Addiction. That is the 2017 Silver Spoon Anniversary Tour. That's live Jane's Addiction on purple and green splatter vinyl, $49.99. And we've got Rolling Stones Voodoo Lounge. Once again, a not easy to get OG record. I think most people settle with this instead of spending $100 plus. $54.99 for Rolling Stones Voodoo Lounge. We have REM Life's Rich Pageant, $36.99, and a restock of Led Zeppelin Physical Graffiti. Cashmere, $44.99. Led Zeppelin Physical Graffiti, along with about 80 other minutes of amazing music. $44.99 Physical Graffiti. That's the 2LP remaster. Wakanda Forever. This was actually a special order last week for Troy Robinson. Troy, we got this pulled for you, and I have one left. That is the soundtrack to Black Panther Wakanda Forever, $49.99. Fish Sigma Oasis. That's on the split vinyl, 2-color, seafoam and black, $36.99 for Fish. I've still got a couple of those left. And Iron Maiden self-titled. $36.99. All right, so back up to the top. We had, let me actually just give everybody an update on our auctions. Collective Soul 63, Collective Soul 65. Yes, I will be posting a pre-order for the new Depeche Mode. Yes, Depeche Mode has a new tour, new album. They're back at it again. let's see. Collective Souls on black vinyl. I'll show that in detail in just 1 second. Jessica Germay wants a Dave Matthews Band. If anybody else wants one, $39.99. Under the Table and Dreaming. Collective Soul 66. Dale Cooper says he's out. Jedit, new here. How do I bid? If you want to buy anything, just comment in the comments. It looks like you're on YouTube, so comment in the YouTube chat whatever you want. We will pull it for you, and we will recognize your first-time buyer, and we will give you instructions. Mike Vandergist gets a Iron Maiden. And let me show one more record before I get down to the bottom. And this is LA Guns Toronto, live in Toronto. That's on red and blue vinyl, $44.99, LA Guns. Okay, so up for auction. High bid right now on Collective Soul is Gary Samuels at $66. This is the Kraft 25th anniversary black vinyl. Has the original inner sleeve and insert. That is Kraft, and that is near mint in shrink wrap, 25th anniversary. First time on vinyl. This pressing right here. High bid on that was $66 with Gary Samuels. So far, I've seen a couple people put Julie ? No bid yet. I'm looking for a $40 starting bid. I'll tell about this one more time. This is the true first mono press, 1955. Julie is her name. Has this little thumbnail here. Bill Balance, and this writing's in script. This is a $40 start. If you look on Discogs, and if you're familiar with trying to find this record, they're usually beat the heck. But I've had a lot of people recently ask for a copy. This is an old deep groove 1955 mono, $40 start. Very nice copy. If you get on Discogs, they're like good plus, and that's how I've always found them. And I think that's why people's always asking about it. They're always looking for a nice copy. So $40 start on that. Back up to the top and make sure I didn't miss anything. Great pre-orders on the page. Thank you, Walt. Yeah, I have a lot more. I think what I'm going to do, if it's okay, in the group, maybe like one day on Sunday or Saturday or maybe a specific day in the week, I may not allow any post in the group, so I can just post pre-orders all day. That's why everybody sees them more, and we just go one day without posting in the group, so I can like post 20 pre-orders, and then everybody knows that they're dropped, and you can go to the group and look at them. Otherwise, I post a lot of pre-orders, and people miss them because of the way Facebook algorithms work. Chip Hall wants a Dave Matthews Band. We have Collective Soul 68, Julie London 40, Collective Soul 70, Julie London 40, Julie London 40. And Collective Soul is at $70 with Heather Perry. All right, Sabotage, Streets, a Rock Opera, $44.99. Streets, a Rock Opera, that is $44.99. Last copy of that one, I think. And Sabotage, Handful of Rain, $44.99. And Sabotage, Poets and Madmen. I have to admit, I didn't know a lot about Sabotage until I started doing live Facebook sales and getting deep into metal. And I've realized the demand for Sabotage records. Heroes, David Bowie, $31.99. And the other Love and Rockets, we had one last night. This one's called Express. It's right there in big words right in front of you, Chad. Those are $33.99. Excuse me, $33.99. Curtis, that's Curtis Mayfield on translucent light blue vinyl, $29.99. That's a Rhino Start Your Ear Off Right 2023, $29.99. John Prine self-titled first album, $29.99. And Steve Miller Band, Fly Like an Eagle. Fly Like an Eagle, $36.99. Eagles, Hell Freezes Over is $48.99. That is a 25th anniversary. Tough to find an original of that. $48.99. And Dio, Holy Diver, $44.99. Dio, Holy Diver. Extreme, Pornograffiti is $38.99. And Judas Priest Turbo, $31.99. No, I'm going to go ahead and break the bad news right now. We are not a record store day dealer. I put in 2 more times this past cycle, and we didn't get approved again. I still don't know why. You can't talk to anybody directly, so we will not be getting record store day. That week, we usually run sales. We'll have an in-store sale that week. Sometimes we even have a sidewalk sale if the weather's nice. We'll have vinyl on sale. We'll have big shows because that week and weekend, everybody's in the mood to buy records. But no, we won't be getting any record store day titles. For some reason, we haven't been approved. I haven't got an answer directly why, but I've even had my distributors working on it. My sales reps that knows how much we could sell, but no luck yet. So there's a couple more copies of David Bowie Heroes, $31.99. I'm going to put those back there with the others. And Queensryche Condition Human. That is $33.99. Queensryche Condition Human. Eric Smalley on Judas Priest. By the way, I posted a flip video in the group of last night's recap of new arrivals. We sold a bunch out of that. I'll get those tagged and confirmed after the sale tonight. And let me find what I did with that Judas Priest. It was somewhere right in here for Eric. There it is, Eric. And Vernon Lehman wants Queensryche. All right, so the high bid on Julie London is Brent Rabley at $50. Julie is her name. That is a 1955 mono. First press. Near mint minus. Very nice copy. And Collective Soul. Collective Soul is with Gwen Carley at 75. Collective Souls at 75 with Gwen Carley. Gwen Carley. All right, this is the first spin. Is just a recap. I'm going to read through the titles one more time. Any Kiss tonight? No, and somebody asked about Fish. I think that Fish album you just asked about is out of print, meaning very difficult to get. And to my knowledge, I don't have any Kiss albums to show tonight. No OGs, no represses, nothing like that. All right, so one more time. Dave Matthews Band, Under the Table and Dreaming, $39.99. Alice in Chains Dirt, $38.99. Depeche Mode Violator, $28.99. Jane's Addiction, $38.99. That's on colored vinyl. And then Jane's Addiction Live Silver Spoon Anniversary Tour, $49.99. Susie wants a Queensryche. So final call on Julie London. Julie London, by the way, we've got some incredible auction stuff y'all have not seen. Incredible auctions tonight, so I hope you can stick around. Julie London's at 50, final call, and Collective Souls at 75, final call. Rolling Stones Voodoo Lounge, $54.99. REM, Life's Rich Pageant, $36.99. Physical Graffiti, $44.99. Black Panther Soundtrack, $49.99. Fish Sigma Oasis, $36.99. One copy left of Iron Maiden self-titled, $36.99. LA Guns Live Toronto, red and blue vinyl, $44.99. Here's the 3 Savatage titles. Streets, a rock opera, $44.99. Savatage, Handful of Rain, $44.99. And Poets and Madmen. And Poets and Madmen is limited edition 2LP colored glow-in-the-dark vinyl with a 7-inch splatter. David Bowie Heroes, $31.99. Express by Love and Rockets, those are $33.99. Curtis Mayfield, Tough OG to find in good condition, $29.99. John Prine, same price, self-titled album. Steve Miller Band, Fly Like an Eagle, classic album. Eagles, Hell Freezes Over, $48.99. Extreme, Porno Graffiti was $38.99. And then the Dio, Holy Diver, and that's the 2LP remaster, $44.99. I've kept one of those myself. It's quite good. Mike Vandergist wants a Curtis Mayfield. These first 2 auctions are sold. Collective Soul sold to Gwen Carley for $75, and Brent Rabley got Julie London. Julie is her name for $50. Nice copy of that. I'll get 2 more auctions started as soon as I put this box up of our newest. These are literally new arrivals. We just unboxed these today. Just unboxed these today. This is the last time I think I'm going to have anything in boxes too. So let me fold down these flaps so you can see our next auction. Back here. All right, let me grab those. So we got some rap and hip-hop stuff we never get in. We also got the stuff I had on Facebook. And then the flip video, a lot of people seen stuff. I'll do one that was on Facebook, and I'll do one you did not know that was coming up today. All right, the first one is Pink Floyd, Masters of Rock, and this is a sealed copy. This is a 1974 Holland. It is an official release. Pink Floyd, Masters of Rock, and that is sealed. And that's pretty much a compilation. Sealed from Holland, Pink Floyd, Masters of Rock, $55 start. Pink Floyd, Masters of Rock. That is sealed. $55 start on that. Also have Public Enemy. This is OG, 1988 Public Enemy. It's about VG overall. The vinyl's VG, VG Plus. And the cover is definitely VG. It's got some heavy wear right there. People's pulled the record in and out a lot of finger impressions. It also has someone's name on the front. And this is a $40 start. Public Enemy. That's a 1988 Def Jam OG. I don't think I've ever had an OG copy of that before. It is VG, which most of them in population are in probably VG condition. $40 start on Public Enemy. Never get that in. Oh my gosh. Never get that in. We got some pretty cool. We got some Ice. We got Ice Cube. We got some. Man, what else is in there? I've got them pulled, but stuff we never get in. All right. Back up to the top. What's the DO next to you? The DO next to me is Magica. Magica is $39.99. That's a 2LP plus a 7-inch bonus. 7-inch bonus disc with it. That is $39.99. Does Collectco do Record Store Day? No, we do not. Unfortunately, we will not be getting Record Store Day titles. I know the list dropped today. I even seen some stuff I want. I think we've already made a decision. We're going to probably have to go out and shop for ourselves. But Sabotage, that's what Jared Benoit wants. Jared, that's sold to you. Pink Floyd 60, Public Enemy 45, Public Enemy 40. And let's see here. All right, new vinyl rivals. I went ahead and bought several of these because I had an OG one time, and I think I sold it on eBay for over $300. And this is the first time I think it's been pressed since then. Guided by Voices Sandbox, $29.99. I had an OG press of this one time. I still got pictures of it. I was looking through old pictures one time. That's not an easy record to get. Guided by Voices Sandbox. That is $29.99. Guided by Voices. Guided by Voices. I've got 10 of those. Here's another reissue that I tried ordering a bunch of them and I only got 3. Harem Scarum. First time on vinyl in North America. The 1991 debut from the Canadian rockers, Harem Scarum. Red Grape vinyl pressing. They only made 1,000 of these. And that is $38.99. Harem Scarum, $38.99. I only have 3. I think I ordered 15 or 20. I only got 3 of those. Harem Scarum. Those are $38.99. Adam Stein wants a Guided by Voices Sandbox. Scott Smith on Harem Scarum, and so is Alan Jonathan and Jerry Stone. Yep, I only have 3 of those. So anybody else is a waiting list. I haven't tried to order them anywhere else, but I may be able to. So if anybody else wants on that waiting list, let me know. That's from Harem Scarum. These go to Scott Smith, Alan Johnson, and Jerry Stone. Adam Stein got the Guided by Voices. Doug heard Public Enemy. He had to come up here. Oh, yeah, the reissue of Sandbox. Yeah, it came out this week. Yep. Let's see here. Public Enemy, Gary Samuels. If you're just joining us, we got 2 auctions up right now. Public Enemy, it takes a nation of millions to hold us back. Gary Samuels is at $48. This is an OG 1988 VG condition. And we got Pink Floyd, and Pink Floyd is at $60 with Robert Campbell, and that's Masters of Rock, Pink Floyd. That's a Holland official, and that is sealed. High bid on that. High bid on that is, where was we? Robert Campbell at $60. Edward wants X-Files. I hadn't even got time to show it. X-Files is $29.99. First time on vinyl. Limited edition. Pressed on glow-in-the-dark vinyl. Trust no one. X-Files. Music by Mark Snow. Words by Chris Carter. Sell one to Edward. Tillman, if you want the other one, it is 1. I've got 1 left. This is called Masters of Rock. It's a Holland compilation. It's a Holland compilation on that one. Yeah, I see tracks from... I see mostly early tracks from Metal, Umaguma, Adam Hartmother, and then it has pictures of some of their other albums, but I don't see those on there. That's a $60, going twice, going 3 times. Tillman gets the other X-Files. Corey Wade, I'll put you on a waiting list if that's okay. If anybody else wants an X-Files, let me know. Those are $29.99. All right, I've got 3 copies of Generation Axe. Tony Riddle, I had you on a waiting list for this. Generation Axe is Zach Wilde, Steve Vai, Yngwie Malmsteen, Tosin Basie maybe, and Nuno Betancourt. But that's the guitars that destroyed the world live in China, and those are $33.99. Generation Axe, $33.99. Generation Axe. I still have those. I have those available. Okay, let's see. So Corey Wade on the wait list for that. Paul Brothers on the X-Files waiting list. And Public Enemy, $50. Final call on the Pink Floyd. Robert Campbell has Pink Floyd for $60. We're about to sell it. Generation Axe sold to Kevin Moore. That one actually got accidentally opened. It's still sealed, but the shrink is almost opened on it. So I'm going to leave that in there and give that away last if I have to. Make sure if the buyer wants it. But Kevin, I still do got a sealed one. Sell that to Kevin Moore. Chris Christopherson. This is a new release. Live, Austin, Texas. Austin City Limits. This is on colored vinyl. $31.99. Chris Christopherson Live, Austin City Limits, $31.99. That is a 2LP on colored vinyl. And Public Enemy is a VG copy. It takes a nation of millions to hold us back. We got a new high bidder, and we got somebody out. So Dan Rice is at 50, and that's a final call. So is Gary Samuels out. That's overall a VG copy. I'm about to sell both of those. Chris Christopherson is $31.99. And Kraftwerk, early live in Germany. Kraftwerk is $31.99. That's a new release. Live early Kraftwerk, $31.99. I've got one copy of, unless this was a special order, I need to ask Josh, I'm not for sure. Toledo, How It Ends, $31.99. If this is a special order and anybody else wants one, let me know, but I really need to find out before we sell that to anybody. I didn't recognize it, so it's probably a special order. Mike Massey wants a Kraftwerk, and we got a big restock of Billy Squier, Don't Say No. We keep selling out, It's because it's an amazing sounding record. That's by Intervention. They're pressed at RTI. Gatefold, 100% all analog, $54.99. Billy Squier, Don't Say No. The Stroke, My Kind of Lover, Lonely as the Night, $54.99 on Billy Squier. All right, let's sell Public Enemy. Let's see, Public Enemy is sold to Dan Rice for $50, and Robert Campbell, you're the one and only bidder on the sealed Pink Floyd. Sell that to Robert Campbell for $60. I'll put up 2 more auctions, not before I show this Pink Floyd record, The Delicate Sound of Thunder, new and sealed, $49.99. I don't guess they're going to make any more of the box sets right now, so those are still available. $49.99 for Delicate Sound of Thunder, $49.99. And Billy Squier, Pink Floyd. Let me see what's our next auctions. Let's go ahead. What did we do? We did some Pink Floyd and we did some rap. So now let's do some metal. Let's do Motley Crue while it's laying over here, and we'll do another rap album. We got to keep it balanced. All right, Susie Breedlove on Pink Floyd and Randy Davis. Those are both sold. All right, next 2 auctions. This is a great night for auctions. We got so much killer stuff. This is Run DMC, Raising Hell. This is an OG. This is VG Plus condition, VG Plus vinyl, VG Plus cover. This is the green and blue cover. I think there's alternate covers maybe. Run DMC, Raising Hell. This is a $40 start. 1986, Run DMC. Not a bad looking copy. VG Plus. I've had some of these that are absolutely trash. That one's not bad as a VG Plus. $40 start on that Run DMC, Raising Hell. All this stuff that you're seeing probably tonight at auction came from our purchases in Dallas. Motley Crue, Dr. Feelgood. This is also a VG Plus. Dr. Feelgood has the original inner sleeve, VG Plus on the vinyl, and about a VG Plus cover. Motley Crue, Dr. Feelgood, 1989. Not probably a huge production on vinyl. Probably a lot made on cassette. Probably a lot made on CD. Probably out of the 3, when this was originally released, vinyl was the lowest of the production run. That is a $60 start. VG Plus, the near mint copies we easily sell for 3 digits. $60 start on that. Motley Crue, Dr. Feelgood. So our first crate of new vinyl. Here's what's lefted. Here's what's left. Not lefted. Left. Sandbox. That's by Guided by Voices. $29.99. That is new and sealed. Sandbox. Guided by Voices. Boy, I'm struggling with that one. Guided by Voices. Because when I'm reading these titles off, I was also about to say bids, which is Run DMC 44, Motley Crue 60, and Run DMC 45. I try speaking like 2 sentences at the same time, and I don't think a human can do that, can they, Tanner? No, humans can't do that. All right, Generation Axe. I have 2 of those left. The guitars that destroyed the world, such as Yngwie and Steve Vai and Zakk Wylde. That's live, $33.99. Chris Christopherson, live from Austin, Texas. Austin City Limits, that's on colored vinyl. New release, $31.99. Kraftwerk, new release, early live in Germany, $31.99. And Toledo, How It Ends, that's $31.99. And then plenty of Billy Squier's Don't Say No. That is $54.99. Billy Squier, Don't Say No, $54.99. All right, let me go through one of our first crates. So I worked on some stuff from the Murfreesboro collection. I'm going to do that, and then we got some bins of Vintage OG, which there's some bins of Vintage OG in this stuff too. Which one do I want to go through first? What's the first one I did? This one right here? Yeah. All right, y'all going to lock some of the stuff in this. Let me get everybody updated on our auctions. Run DMC 44, 45, Motley Crue 65, Motley Crue 65. The first person to bid 65 was Calvin Ward, so Calvin is the high bidder on this, and Richard Bedford is the high bidder on Run DMC. These are both VG Plus copies. They're both OG. This is the Murfreesboro collection, which has a lot of 180-gram reissues. A lot of stuff's out of print, and if it's still in print, it's discounted. It's like a like-new copy. It's a like-new copy that is cheaper than the original. So how much is the Dio Magica? This is Dio Magica $39.99, 2LP. Dwayne asked about it earlier. I have 2 copies. What Pink Floyd is up for auction? Pink Floyd, it was that Masters of Rock, that sealed Masters of Rock Holland that was on the Facebook post. What does the hype sticker say on Generation X? Scott Smith, it says Special Limited Edition. It says Special Limited Edition 180-gram orange colored vinyl. That's on orange colored vinyl. I have 2 of those left. The guitars that destroyed the world live in China. All right, Run DMC 47, Motley Crue 46. Do you have The Accused, The Curse of Martha from last night's show? I commented on it a few minutes ago. Last night's show, The Accused. You know, I don't even remember showing that. I'll have to check. Was that something I showed last night? The Accused, Curse. No, I did a bundle deal on all the Punk. I think that's sold to Paul Beal. I'm pretty sure that's sold. All right, Charlie, Lines in shrink wrap, $9.99. Charlie Lines. We have Counting Crows, August and Everything After, $39.99. Counting Crows, August and Everything After. Mr. Jones. The Call, Reconcile. This is an OG. It's in shrink wrap. It's in near mint condition. The Call, Reconcile. That is $19.99. Super nice copy. So this guy, what he did, he shopped a lot on Amazon, which if you look for OG records on Amazon by third-party sellers, and especially if you're only looking for new stuff, that's how he bought. So he would get on Amazon, look up The Call Reconciled on Amazon, new, and he would order it. New, sealed, but it would be an original copy, and he would open it, and it's like brand new. So a lot of this stuff, if you got some of that from me, you know what I'm talking about. It's like near mint original stuff that's been opened. Okay, Run DMC 51, DMC 55. High bid on Motley Crue is Calvin Ward at $68. This is a VG Plus copy. Calvin Ward's at $68. Run DMC is a VG Plus copy. High bid on that is $55. Brad Moore takes Counting Crows. That's sold to Brad Moore. Ryan Anderson on Charlie. And Edward Star Wars on The Call. This crate is still holding its reputation, or this collection. Usually when we go through there's not much available. I mean, we usually sell out everything from this Murfreesboro collection. The Fabulous Thunderbirds, What's the Word? Fabulous Thunderbird, What's the Word? $14.99. Near mint copy in shrink wrap, Fabulous Thunderbirds. Kerosene Hat by Cracker. That is the Music on Vinyl Expanded Edition, 25th Anniversary Edition, and that's a 2LP, $34.99. $34.99. Dan Rice is at $70 on Motley Crue. Ryan Rice, we got 2 Rice bidding. Ryan Rice is at $55 on Run DMC. Dan Rice is at $70 on Motley Crue. Crack the Sky. Crack the Sky is $24.99. Crack the Sky Tribes. And that's on, by the way, a lot of these are on colored vinyl. I think I've got them rotated where I can show them to you. A lot of colored vinyl on the new variants. He went after a lot of colored variants as well. That is $24.99 on Crack the Sky. Joe Cocker, Mad Dogs and Englishmen. This is the 180-gram reissue, remaster of this. It's so nice. It's so nice. I was wanting to put this on and listen to it. Beautiful looking pressing. $34.99. Mad Dogs and Englishmen. Joe Cocker. And Commander Cody and the Lost Planet Airmen. This is $19.99. And this is an OG, or this is actually a vintage record. 1988. 1988. Okay, back up to the top. Josh Ragland first on Cracker. Josh Ragland first on Cracker. Do you still have Pink Floyd? Saucer Full of Secrets. Susie Breedlove. Let me see if I do. Pink Floyd, Saucer Full of Secrets. I think you may have got one last night, Susie. Tanner just was reading my mind. But if not, I've got 2 copies here. I don't think she bought anything live last night, but I don't know. She may have. We'll check her ticket. We'll tag it, and then if she already has one, when this hits Seth's table, we'll put it back. But there's one, and I've got one more left. If anybody else wants one, $33.99. So Josh was first to Cracker. We're going to give Susie a saucer full of secrets. Calvin's out on Motley Crue. Wyatt next on Cracker, then Thomas O'Brien. Don Unstad is first on Commander Cody. And we have one Pink Floyd left. Okay, Commander Cody and his Lost Planet Airmen, Hot Licks, Cold Steel, and Truck Driver's Favorites. I like this back cover. Has all these classic pictures of these old utility trucks. $19.99 for that one. And we have the Fabulous Thunderbirds. That's called, is that what I think it says? But Rockin'. $14.99 in shrink wrap. $14.99. Scott Snee on Crack the Sky. Randy Davis wants the Last Saucer Full of Secrets. And I'm going to go ahead and end our next two auctions. That's Run DMC. Run DMC is sold to Ryan Rice for $55. That's an OG VG Plus. Sold to Ryan Rice, $55. And we're going to go ahead and sell the Motley Crue to Dan Rice. Tim Lutty just bid. Tim, you were like 5 seconds late on that. That is sold to Dan Rice. I was making sure the Rices didn't get mixed up. Okay. Let me put up two new auctions. Let me show one more record. Another Commander Cody. Live from deep in the heart of Texas. 1999 and Charlie Daniels Band, A Decade of Hits. $24.99. Charlie Daniels Band, A Decade of Hits. Very nice copy. $24.99 on that. Let me go grab two more auctions. I got some stuff that should tickle y'all's fancy. Right, Moose? We got a guest host with us tonight. Yeah, guest host, Moose. When we show the Pink Floyd, I'll be sure to bring him on. All right, Megadeth. So far, so good, so what? This is a 2009 remaster, reissue, whatever way you want to word it. 2009. Megadeth. So far, so good, so what? Combat Records, 180 gram. This is a $95 start. Megadeth. So far, so good, so what? 2009, $95 start on that. Stormtroopers, SOD, Stormtroopers of Death, Speak English or Die, 1985. This is going to be a $75 start. It's actually a really nice copy. Megaforce, Stormtroopers of Death, SOD, Speak English or Die, really nice copy. $75 start on that. About a VG Plus cover, just a couple edge wear, just a little bit of corner. Not bad whatsoever. 1985, $75 start on that. 95 Megadeth, 75 on that. Tracy Tallman, first on Charlie Daniels. John, I've got you down for Billy Squire. Yes, we will have some Japanese pressings tonight. By the way, earlier there was like 7 people hop on, especially not a lot of new people I've never recognized before. David, Jessica, Jason, asking for records. We really don't do requests. It's just kind of whatever we're selling right now. We have a huge inventory. We really don't know what we have. And even if you say, do you have a such and such record? I might say yes, but I don't even know where it is or how to get to it. So we always just say, tune into the show and you're going to see a lot of cool records. Probably what you're asking for may pop up tonight. It may be next week. Foghat Live, 1999. Foghat Live. That's an OG super clean copy, 1999. Faces, A Nod as Good as a Wink, RTI pressing. This is I think someone put a hot sounding record. That's a 180 gram remaster, pressed at RTI, Faces, $44.99. Dwayne's in on SOD at $75. That's going once, going twice. And we're looking for a $95 start on the Megadeth. Michael Nath, first to Faces. Free, the best of Free, $24.99. This is a super nice copy. Free, Paul Rogers. Super, super nice. $24.99. And we have Free Fire and Water, Abbey Road Half-Speed Master, $49.99. They're huge album, Fire and Water, $49.99. Mark Shelton, you're first to Free. You can have Best Of or you can have Fire and Water. Your call. Foo Fighters, The Color and the Shape, 180 gram in shrink wrap, $34.99 for the Foo Fighters. And David Crosby and Graham Nash. This is another record he opened new. This was sealed and he opened it. Near mint, $14.99. Mark Shelton wants both copies of Faces or both copies of Free. Yeah, both copies of Free. Michael Nath got Faces. Edward Star Wars, you're second. Mark Shelton got both copies of Free. And Aram Lazelle was first to the Foo Fighters. Jeremiah, you were second. Kyle Davis was third. And Mark Shelton says he wanted both. Thank you. Foghat Energized is $14.99. And Canned Heat. This is self-titled. It's 180 gram reissue, remaster by Sundays in mono. And that is $26.99. Canned Heat is $26.99. Canned Heat. $26.99. Sheryl Crow Threads. I think this is a triple LP. $24.99. Sheryl Crow's $24.99. Sheryl Crow Threads. And The Cult, Pure Cult, and that is $29.99. The Cult, Pure Cult, $29.99. My bid was up before you picked up Motley Crue. It probably was on your feed. Make sure you were refreshed and you're up to date. Also, whenever I say sold, your bid may have already looked like it was on my screen for 5 or 10 seconds, but when I say sold, we have to sell it. So it's unfortunate. I would have loved to take your bid. Sometimes it's a split-second decision, and I go either way. I'm like saying, about to say it, and a bid comes in, and I keep it up. Sometimes I go ahead and end it. It also depends on how long it's been up. If it's been up for 15 minutes, I probably go ahead and move on. Michael Nath, first on the Sheryl Crow. Next was Francis Drennan on the Crosby and Nash. Susie Breedlove on CC. That was for, I'm not for sure. What was CC? Kevin Huffman on The Cult. And Edward on Canned Heat. And then Susie, I'm not for sure what CC was. If there's something else in there, let me know. All right, final call. This is Dwayne's, $75. I'm about to sell it in like 15 seconds. And Megadeth, if no one bids $95, it will make it a buy it now. And you can have it for $95 if you're first. Probably for Sheryl Crow. Oh, I thought her name was spelled with an S. Okay. The Flying Burrito Brothers. This is $29.99. The Flying Burrito Brothers. The Gilded Palace of Sin. 180 gram remaster. $29.99. And the Best of the Red Hot Burritos. The Flying Burrito Brothers. That is $24.99. Marshall Crenshaw 40th Anniversary Expanded Edition. Includes a bonus 7-song EP. 5 unreleased tracks. $34.99 on that. All right, we do have a bid on Megadeth, Vernon Lehman. It's now going twice, going 3 times. I'm about to sell it. So far, so good, so what? It's a 2009 remaster reissue, 180 gram. Final call on that. And somebody just asked about this. Harry Masterson, the bid is $75. I'm going to say you've got 15 seconds if you want in. If not, I'm going to sell it to Dwayne. That was on his final call. Usually when somebody hops on and asks how much, I got to give it a few more seconds. Randy Davis on BB, and that was Burrito Brothers. Randy, do you want Gilded Palace or do you want the last of? Let me know. Marshall Crenshaw still available. And the Fabulous Thunderbirds T-Bird Rhythm. T-Bird Rhythm, $14.99 for Fabulous Thunderbirds T-Bird Rhythm, $14.99. And another Flying Burrito Brothers Burrito Deluxe. This is $24.99. The Flying Burrito Brothers Burrito Deluxe, $24.99. Randy Davis wants the last of Burrito Brothers. That's sold. All right. Dwayne Sevilla gets the SOD for $75. And Megadeth is also on its final call, $95. Vernon Lehman's at $95. If somebody wants this, you've got about 30 seconds to bid. Vernon Lehman has it for $95. Crosby, Stills, Nash & Young, Deja Vu. This is $34.99. Deja Vu, $34.99. That is the alternate versions. That's the alternate versions. Foghat Stone Blue is $14.99. Foghat Stone Blue, $14.99. Really nice copy. And Foreigner. This is $49.99. I think the cheapest on Discogs was $64 something. It's on red vinyl. Rocktober, indie exclusive. Foreigner, urgent red vinyl, $49.99. Yes, I think there's more Fabulous Thunderbirds in here, but I will do a bundle. Let's see here. Kevin Squires on C, and that was for Crosby, Stills, and Nash, alternate versions. I have more Puddle of Muds on the way. We sold out again last night. Edward on DV. DV was, what was DV? DV is, let's see here. I'm not for sure. I'm going to skip that one. Stacy on Foghat. Stacy on Foghat. And Michael Nath on Foreigner. Jason F. second. Joe Muster third. Oh, Deja Vu. That's already sold. And let's keep going for a second. This is actually an unofficial. Another Green World. Brian Eno. That is $24.99. Another Green World. This is a Japanese unofficial. $24.99. Robert Campbell on the Flying Burritos, and I think that's what he wants right there. And Doug Jeppesen on Brian Eno. This is a Japanese unofficial Brian Eno. That is $24.99. So did Doug Jeppesen. All right. William, if you want to bid on Megadeth, you need to put Megadeth or Mega and then your bid. I should already be selling this. It's at $95. If you want to bid, I need to see something on my screen as soon as I come back with my next auctions. If not, I got to sell it to the person that's at 95, which I've already forgot whom it was, but I will do that in 1 second. All right, let me run this Depeche Mode, and I've got a really cool Stevie Ray Vaughan live unofficial. I'm also going to put that up for bid. Okay, Megadeth is sold for $95, and that was to Vernon Lehman. Vernon, you get that for $95. Stevie Ray Vaughan, this is called Peace in the Valley, recorded from the soundboard August 25th, 1990 on pink vinyl. That is a $25 start. $25 start. Stevie Ray Vaughan, Peace in the Valley. Pink vinyl, unofficial, $25 start. Depeche Mode Ultra, which I think is right now currently out of print. And I think this is from 1997, maybe. Yeah, probably a pretty tough album. I don't know if this was even pressed on vinyl. And this is going to be a $45 start. For a kind of a new album, kind of unusual, has a scuff across it right there. Definitely a non-feeler, 180 gram. Depeche Mode's a $45 start. Stevie Ray Vaughan, it's hard to really determine. We get these bootlegs in, and you really can't price them because there's no comps on eBay or Discogs. So bundle on both Flying Burrito Brothers. Robert Campbell. If you want both of them, what was the other one? I think we've already tagged them for one. Let me see what the other one was. And Robert, I'll do that. The boot is 2 days before his death. Wow. Oh my gosh. Didn't realize that. Foreigner, Double Vision. This is an OG, 1999. Super nice copy. Foreigner, Double Vision, 1999. Robert Campbell, if you're taking both of these burritos, I will do you a special. I'll do 22 and 28. That's about 10% off. That would be 30, 40, 50. That's 50 for both of them. And sticker right now would be, that's $5 off. 50 for both of them. Flying Burrito Brothers. Robert Campbell, those are up to you. 50 for both of them. Okay, let me make sure. Lots of biddings going on. We do have bids on both auctions. Depeche Mode 50, Stevie Ray Vaughan 70. Stevie Ray Vaughan's at $70 with Michael Nath. And let's see here. Double Vision. I thought someone claimed it. Darwin Cagnan on Double Vision. That's sold to him. Ben Sharp, if you want Foghat Live, $18. If you want that, I'll sell it to you for $18. Foreigner, self-titled. Another OG copy. Really nice. $19.99. Foreigner, self-titled. $19.99 on that. Very, very nice copy. Ben Sharp wants Foghat. That's sold to him for $18. Flamin' Groovies. Flamin' Groovies. Got to slow down on that one. $39.99. Mark Barbosa, first on Foreigner. Shane, you were next on Self-Titled. Susie, you were third. Stevie Ray Vaughan's at $90 with Michael Nath. This is Peace in the Valley, recorded from the soundboard, August 25th, 1990. Pink vinyl, Stevie Ray Vaughan. I was watching him today do Couldn't Stand the Weather. Oh my gosh. What a maestro on the guitar. And then, update on Depeche Mode. We have a new bid that just came in. That was Melinda Gernhardt, Depeche Mode Ultra. That's at $60. Chris Kirkley was at $57. Melinda's at $60. Walt Cruz wants the Flamin' Groovies. Fabulous Thunderbirds. I knew there was more in here. $14.99. This is live. Recorded May 1979. $14.99 for Fabulous Thunderbirds. And Frampton Comes Alive is a Back to Black, 180 gram, 2LP reissue, near mint. $34.99. Frampton Comes Alive. And I don't think that title is currently in print right now. I don't think we can get new copies of that best of my knowledge. Fog Hat Night Shift is $14.99. Fog Hat Night Shift, $14.99. Mark Barbosa, first on Peter Frampton. That's sold to him. And Fog Hat Full for the City, $24.99. Such a nice copy. That one has Slow Ride on it, $24.99. $24.99. I think there's a couple more Fog Hats, so let me wait on that. And this is Volunteer Jam, Charlie Daniels, Capricorn Records, and Shrink Wrap. Really nice, $19.99. That FT is not live. Not for sure what that means. Fabulous Thunderbirds, maybe not. Maybe not. My bad. It says recorded May 79. I was assuming live. Let's see. John Porter, first to Fog Hat. John, you can have dibs on Full for the City or Night Shift. Let me know, John Porter. Vicky Wiley, you're next. Kenny Heathcock on VJ. That's Volunteer Jam. We can go ahead and tag that for Kenny. And then Greg was second on that. Then Tommy Flowers. And then several people next on Fog Hat. John Porter wants Full for the City. So that means Night Shift is still available. Whoever was next on that. Night Shift, Vicky, you can have that if you want it, or Gwen. All right. Now, the other thing I had pending in here was a bundle on Fabulous Thunderbirds. I think there's 4 of them. Let me see here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Somebody asked for a bundle deal on these. I think they're all $14.99. 12, 12, 12, and 12. 24, $48. They're all super nice. I'm pretty sure he opened these. They were sealed and he opened these. I would almost put money on it, especially that one, the ones in shrink wrap. A Brent, 12, 12, 12, 12. All right, does it have Slow Ride? No, this is the one that had Slow Ride on it, and the live album that we sold earlier to Ben Sharp. Edward Star Wars wants the Joe Cocker that's in here. That's sold to Edward. And let's get an update on these here. Stevie Ray Vaughan, Peace in the Valley. That is at Final Call. Michael Nath, $90. Michael Nath, $90. Final Call on that, pink vinyl. And Depeche Mode. Depeche Mode is with Chris Kirkley, $65. Chris Kirkley has that for $65. Melinda's at $70. The Joe Cocker just sold, and so did these 4 Fabulous Thunderbirds, $12 a piece. Brent Rabley. Here's what's left in the bin. I'm going to go ahead and show the last Fog Hat. Boogie Motel, $14.99. Starting from the back, we had Commander Cody, Hot Licks Cold Steel, Truck Driver Favorites, $19.99, 1 Commander Cody. We have another Commander Cody, live from deep in the heart of Texas. That one's also $19.99. Fog Hat Energized. Marshall Crenshaw still available. 40th Anniversary Expanded Edition, $34.99. Surprised no one's got in on that. Then Fog Hat Night Shift and Fog Hat Boogie Motel. If anybody's interested in a Fog Hat bundle, I will discount all 3 of those to 1 person. And same thing with the 2 Commander Codys that's left. All right, I think we're all done on Stevie Ray Vaughan. Michael Nath gets that for $90. Stevie Ray Vaughan, Peace in the Valley. And Depeche Mode, high bid on that is $75 to Dana. Let me go ahead and grab our next 2 auctions because we have a whole stack over here. A lot of stuff from the Dallas collection. Records we don't see too often, like this Run DMC and this UK pressing of House of the Holy I'm about to put up. Great stuff, right, Moose? Moose is saying, fantastic selection tonight, Chad. All right, we're pressing of Depeche Mode Ultra. Depeche Mode Ultra is a 2007 gatefold. Yeah, it's near mint minus. It's in shrink wrap. It has a scuff on it. 180 gram. Dana Wright is at 75. We have Fog Hat bundle. Yes, 1, 2, 3. Same thing, like Fabulous Thunderbirds, $12 a piece, $24, $36. They're all very nice. I mean, they look unplayed. $36 if you want those. All right, we've already sold Stevie Ray Vaughan. That went to Michael Nath for $90, and he also is getting all 3 Fog Hats for $36. If anybody wants the 2 Commander Codys, $15.15, $30 buys both of them. Also, really nice copies. Hot Licks Cold Steel, $30 if anybody wants those. And I still have Marshall Crenshaw. Surprisingly, still have that. Anybody? I'm going to go ahead and say that crate is almost emptied. I would blow the air horn if we sold them all. Oh my gosh, that's what happens. All right, Run DMC. This is a near mint minus. Near mint minus. This is a nice copy of Run DMC 1984 profile records. Oh my gosh, look how nice. Don't see this too often in this kind of condition. Usually they're VG. That is a $45 start. Run DMC, $45 start on that. Final call on Depeche Mode. Dana Wright's at $75. Final call on Depeche Mode. We got bids already on that. All right, let's do a bin of new stuff from, if I can find the one that has the Bowie in it, I know I found the right bin. Let me see if this is it. I'm just going to go ahead and warn you, some of these bins have $300 records in them and $250 records and stuff of that nature. So I need everybody to like take a deep breath when we get to some of this. Make sure you absolutely want it before you claim it. And please don't put anything back. So before you claim a $300 record, make sure you have it in your collection or you don't have it in your collection and you absolutely want it, okay? There's some pretty incredible stuff in this next bin I'm about to go through. Better say prices. I'm going to do this one kind of slowly and try to check them first. I will definitely say the prices first to be fair. No putbacks, right. No records for you. All right. Did anybody take the Commander Cody's? I don't think so. All right, let me go ahead and sell Depeche Mode. Depeche Mode is sold to Dana for $75. Dana Wright gets Depeche Mode for $75. Next is this 1973 UK pressing of Houses of the Holy. And this actually, did you say it had RL as well? Yeah. The UK pressings have RL mastering too. Houses of the Holy, $45 start, near mint minus. Near mint minus. House of the Holy. Really nice jacket too. Really nice jacket. Led Zeppelin. House of the Holy. $45 start on that. That is nice. RL mastering on both sides. Robert Ludwig. Okay. Run DMC 45, 48, 50. We have Paul Brothers taking the Marshall Crenshaw. Paul Brothers on Marshall Crenshaw. And Run DMC 51. Led Zeppelin 60 with Doug Jeppesen. All right. I'm really trying to sell these two Commander Cody records, Doug. I'm trying to sell them for $30.
I have faith in you. You can do it.
Doug has faith. I discounted them $10 to get them sold.
Somebody needs those.
Yep. Moose? Commander Cody? No. All right. Moose wants Ozzy. Okay. Here we go. This first record, I really don't know what it is. I'll tell you the price if it's expensive, okay? $14.99. Les Rita meets Uku present the Knock Ump Rendu. You familiar with that? Les Rita, $14.99. Gold stamp promo. High bid on Led Zeppelin is at $80. High bid on Run DMC is at $52. The Newborn Free, The Hesitations, $24.99, 1968 white label promo. Thank you, Doug. We'll see you tomorrow. White label promo of The Hesitations, Born, The Newborn Free, $24.99 on that. Conway Twitty's Greatest Hits, $12.99. Conway, Twitty Conway, $12.99. His Greatest Hits. Talking Heads is $64.99. This is a 1978 Jacksonville press. 1968 Jacksonville press. Very nice. $64.99. Led Zeppelin's at $90. Run DMC's at $53. Jeff Johnson's first on Conway. Kevin Hughes second. Run DMC's at $55. The Connells or the Connells, Bowling Heights, that is $14.99. Got some stuff in here that I don't really know what it is, but we put it out. Nazareth, Expect No Mercy, $19.99. Nazareth, Expect No Mercy, that's $19.99. And Joe Eli, Lord of the Highway, $19.99. $19.99. Craig Thomas first on the Connells, or the Connells maybe. Craig Thomas was first to that one. Michael Nath first to Nazareth. Led Zeppelin 95, Doug's out. And John Porter first on Max. That was probably for Naz. Edward was, I guess, third on that one. The Talking Heads is a 78 Jacksonville press, $64.99. Okay, update on our auctions. Run DMC is an OG Near Mint Minus. Travis Tidmore is at $55. Really nice copy. And then the Led Zeppelin is a UK press. That is at $95 with Peter Policino. Very nice copy. Houses of the Holy. Peter Policino, $95. Humble Pie, the best of Humble Pie, $24.99, 30 days in the hole. And the Return of the Latin Breed, $44.99. The Return of the Latin Breed on the GC label, $44.99. Let's see if I can get that one back in its jacket. There we go. Odessa, this is $39.99. 1969 Terre Haute press in shrink wrap. A copy of Odessa in shrink wrap. Sears hype sticker, and it has the hype sticker on the back. That's $39.99. Extremely nice. Stacy, Humble Pie, the best of, was $24.99. Final call on Led Zeppelin, $95. Final call on Run DMC, $55. Final call on both of those. Rotary Connection, Dinner Music. This is $24.99. Rotary Connection, Dinner Music. That's in shrink wrap. Keeney and the Casuals. Things Getting Better. Things Getting Better. $24.99. That's a 1983 French press. Jello Biafra. $39.99. I Blow Minds for a Living. 1991. $39.99. Richard Group, first on the Bee Gees. That's sold to Richard Group. Gary's out on Run DMC. The Talking Heads is $64.99. 1978 Jacksonville press. Colin Butler, first on the Rotary Connection. Stacy says 30 days in the hole. It's on there. Sell that to Stacy Metternich. Ryan Anderson on Jello. And Colin said never mind on Rotary Connection. I'll just leave it in there and let you put that back, Tanner. The Southern Prison Blues, or Southern Prison Blues, $44.99. All titles recorded at Louisiana State Penitentiary, Angola. That is $44.99. Southern Prison Blues. All right. Here's now the 15-second warning on Led Zeppelin, which is at $95 with Peter Policino, and the final call on Run DMC, which is with Travis Tidmore, $55. I'm about to sell those and put up two new ones. $34.99. $34.99 for this sealed copy of I don't know if it's Faces or Small Faces. Small Faces. Small Faces. Nut Gone, which looks like this Tobacco tin, $34.99. That's a sealed copy. 1977. It is a reissue from 77. It is sealed. Yes, Bee Gees was an OG velvet cover. Yes, OG velvet cover. Is the Connell still available? That's already sold. Brent Rabley, first on the Prison Blues. Edward Star Wars, first on Odgins. By the Small Faces. And John Young says he'll take the Bee Gees if Richard's having second thoughts. All right, Led Zeppelin is sold to Peter Policino. That was $95 to Peter Policino. And we have Run DMC sold to Travis Tidmore for $55. Those are both sold. Okay, let me put up two new auctions. Next two auctions is going to be, I think this is, let me see what year this is. It's Snoop Dogg. I don't know what year. And this Michael Jackson that I've never seen. The Motown years. His greatest hits. It's from Canada, 1988. And then The Dogfather. We actually had a reissue of this last night. I think this one's from 2001. This album originally came out in 96. I think this is 2001. Snoop Dogg, The Dogfather. Snoop Doggy Dogg. Executive producer. Let me get this back in here. Yeah, this is a $45 start. Snoop Dogg, pretty sure that's a 2001. Near Mint, 2 LP gatefold, and Michael Jackson. I've never had this before. This is Michael Jackson, the Motown years, his greatest hits. And this is a $35 start. This is actually a triple this is a triple LP. Triple LP Michael Jackson compilation, and that is a $35 start. Michael Jackson, his Motown years. $35 start on that. Okay, Rotary Connection is still available, $24.99. We've got The Church. This is $29.99. This is a 1988 promo only. This has candid interviews and then live acoustic performances. The Church from their Starfish album. For promotional use only, not for sale, 1988. That's $29.99. Wolves Council's in on Snoop Dogg at $45. The Michael Jackson is a $35 start. Tony Shore, First to the Church. Are y'all open on Friday? Yes. About 10 to 5, sometimes 4. Depends on how much we need to do to set up a sale and how busy we are. Tiny Tim is $24.99. Concert in Fairyland. Tiny Tim, $24.99. Tiny Tim, $24.99. This is Madam, We Reserve the Right. $34.99. Madam on Jet Records. $34.99. Madam, We Reserve the Right. The Impressions, One by One. In shrink wrap, that's a 1965 mono, $49.99. ABC Paramount, super nice copy. Final call on Snoop Dogg, $45. And if anybody wants to bet on Michael Jackson, now is the time. The Replacements is $34.99. This is actually sealed. This is pressed on vinyl for the first time. This was a 2016 Rhino, $34.99. That is sealed. Preston's at $50 on Snoop Dogg. What's the condition of Madam X? Is that what it's actually called? Madam? Yeah, Madam X. This was near mint minus. Really nice copy. Yep, really nice copy. $34.99. We have Whitney Croy is first on, let's see here. Yeah, Whitney Croy first on the Replacement. Snoop Dogg 52, Tammy Hinkle 35, Michael Jackson, John Duran also bid 35, Edward Star Wars first on second on Replacements, and George Ellis was third. And it looks like John Mincemoyer does want Madam X. All right, so John Duran, you were actually second on Michael Jackson, so to get back in, you have to bid again, and Snoop Dogg is now at $52. Van Morrison Moondance. This is the second label, but it's an extremely nice copy, $39.99, as in near mint minus, $39.99 Moondance. Yeah, we have about 8,000 square feet here of records and collectibles, especially records. So come on down. If you get here if you're coming from Memphis and you definitely get here between 10 and 4, you'll have plenty of time. Calvin Ward is sold first to the Van Morrison. Hall & Oates H2O, $19.99. Hall & Oates, $19.99. Very nice copy. The Roaches Keep On Doing. The Roaches is $14.99. The Roaches is $14.99. And The Rite of Exorcism, $29.99. The Rite of Exorcism, $29.99. That's on 1974 Crunch Records. Cellophane Symphony, Tommy James and the Shondells. That's a 1969 Abbey Road press, $24.99. Cellophane Symphony, Tommy James and the Shondells, $24.99. All right, update on Snoop Dogg, $58. Update on Michael Jackson, $40. Phil Collins, no jacket required, $19.99. Phil Collins, no jacket required, $19.99 for Mr. Phil Collins, no jacket required. The Soul of the Man, Bobby Bland, $74.99. This is in shrink wrap, 1966. The Soul of the Man. Really nice copy on Duke Records. That is something we don't get in. $74.99. Susie Breedlove first on Phil Collins. Kevin Willis, you were second. Tammy's back in on Michael Jackson at 41. And Snoop Dogg is at 60. Snoop Dogg's at 60. Kraftwerk, Ralph Florian. Kraftwerk is a 1975 Terre Haute press. $64.99. Does have some staining right around the edge here. Super nice vinyl. Kraftwerk Ralph Florian, $64.99 on that. Michael Jackson, 41. Snoop Dogg, 60, 62. Michael Jackson, 45. Jeremiah Lewis, first to Kraftwerk. The Greatest Hits of Texas, Bob Wills and his Texas Playboys. This is actually a picture disc that's shaped from Texas. That's where we got it, from Dallas. $19.99. Bob Wills picture disc. Tony Shore, you were second to Kraftwerk. The Hitmakers, Les Paul and Mary Ford. Very nice copy. $24.99. Capitol Records. That's probably, what, late 50s Capitol? I don't like these inner sleeves. This is the original inner sleeve, but I do not like them. These plastic baggies. All right. That was, trying to find a year on that. That's an earlier record, though. $24.99. Jimmy's first on the Bob Wills. And we're still bidding on Snoop Dogg. Preston's at 80 and John Duran's at 45 on Michael Jackson. We the People, Declaration of Independence, 1999. That's from France, 1999. And Face Value, Phil Collins, In the Air Tonight, $24.99. Phil Collins, super clean copy. Near mint minus on that one. And Walt Disney's Trolls soundtrack from 2016, $34.99 on that. DreamWorks, and that's not Disney, is it? Is it Disney? No, DreamWorks. I guess that's not a Disney record. $34.99. Susie first on Phil Collins, final call on Snoop Dogg, and final call on Michael Jackson. 45 and 80. 45 and 80. Carlene Rollins first on the Trolls. This is an interesting crate, yes. We have pulled stuff from all genres and decades. We've had the 50s and the 90s. Horton Hears a Who by Dr. Seuss and Horton Hatches the Egg. 1976, Dr. Seuss, $24.99. Really nice condition. $24.99. $24.99. The Three Stooges, Pal Clunk, and Six Funny Bone Stories. That is $24.99. All right, time for 2 new auctions, which means these are sold. Snoop Dogg, Preston Rogers, 2 LP, sold. And Michael Jackson, John Duran, sold $45. Let me grab 2 new ones, and before I do, I'll go ahead and pull Dr. Seuss and the Three Stooges for Frances Drennan. She gets both of those. We got some really cool children's records mixed in here as well. Really cool children's records. All right, time to turn up the heat. That could only mean one thing. That can only mean one thing. Wow. Pablo. Oh my gosh. A super disc. Listen to the difference. Listen to the difference. Full dynamic range recording, DBX. John just vomited all over his phone. Not a pretty sight to imagine. This is a near mint. By the way, somebody has to give a further explanation, but you do have to have a decoder to listen to this. I don't know the exact ins and outs of that, but if you read right here, it says use only with a DBX disc decoder. I think you can still listen to it, but I think to get the full range of sound of the super disc, you have to have a decoder. I mean, I still think it will be you can put it on play, but I think you have to have that DBX encoder. So that's a $35 start. That's a $35 start right there if I've ever seen one. Pablo Cruz, Worlds Away, $35 start on that. Let me go back up to the top. We already have a $1,500 bid on it. Ryan Anderson said he would give $65 for Bobby Bland. Ryan, right now, it being a new arrival, my best price on that would be, well, let's see. If I weigh, I'll sell it to you right now for $70 if you want it. I'll sell it to you right now for $70 if you want it. That's a super nice copy. Something we don't get every day for sure. If you want Ryan, $70. What was the Les Paul price for Michael Nath? Michael Nath, that was $24.99. $24.99. All right. Make sure I didn't miss anything else. Let me make sure I didn't miss anything else. Chris Farrar is in. On a decoder, it's mind-blowing. It's mind-blowing. Okay. So a few bids already on Pablo. Now, this is a completely different genre and a completely different caliber of record on a serious note. This is Rage Against the Machine, an OG 1996. An OG 1996 in shrink wrap, and it's nice. Bulls on Parade. I think I've had one of these before. I can't remember which Rage Against the Machine OGs I've had. This has got just some hairlines where this is a kind of I need to get an anti-static. Actually, can I get one right now, Seth, an anti-static for this Rage? That would be greatly appreciated. It's got some light hairlines like sleeve scuffs where this is such a brutal inner sleeve. Yeah, kind of my price to get this started. Very nice copy in shrink wrap, $155. Rage Against the Machine, Evil Empire, 1996 USOG, $155. $155. Has the inner sleeve in shrink wrap, Rage Against the Machine, $155 on that one. Okay, Pablo, we had 40, 35, and Michael Nath does get the Les Paul. That's sticker price, and we're going to sell Bobby Bland to Ryan Anderson for $70. Colin Butler wants the Exorcism record that was shown earlier. We got 155 on Rage, 155, 155, and Pablo is on its final call with Mike Cochran for $40. OG Rage Against the Machine, Evil Empire. J.J. Kell, Troubadour, $34.99. $34.99. There it is J.J. Kell, Ed. I knew somebody else was on Shelter. J.J. Kell, $34.99. The David Allen, this is $274.99. $274.99. One more time, $274.99. This is David Allen Coe, Nothing Sacred. No, I cannot read the track list. Oh my gosh, this album is so nasty. I can't even. $274.99 on that. Next record is just $19.99. This is Fuzzbox, I think. Giffen Records, Fuzzbox. We've got a Fuzzbox and we're going to use it. That's $19.99. Next record is $44.99. We have requests for it all the time. $44.99. It's in shrink wrap with hype sticker. The Outfield, Play Deep, shrink wrap and hype sticker. $44.99. Play Deep. Say It Isn't So. I Don't Need Her, and of course, Your Love. That's $44.99. Mike Massey first on Fuzzbox. Rage Against the Machine is at $162 of Whitney, and I'm going to do a 15-second warning on Pablo Cruz. 15-second warning, meaning I'm about to sell it to Mike Cochran for $40. Next record is $34.99. It's a 1981 press, but this is Johnny Cash, his first LP, Sun Records, $34.99. That's a 1981 press, $34.99. Also $34.99 is this really cool Beatles picture disc, Hear the Beatles Tell All, which is an interview disc, 1987. Really cool though, $34.99. Rage is at $165. David Allen Coe details. David Allen Coe is, of course, an original. It's $274.99. This record is known for being like completely trashed all the time. This is not a bad copy. Actually, it's near mint minus, and that is $274.99. Carol Puckett first to Sun. That was Johnny Cash, and Edward Star Wars was second. Mike Cochran's going to get the Pablo Cruz for $40. High bid on Rage is $165 with Whitney Croy. $165 Whitney Croy. Kevin, we just sold Johnny Cash. This next record is by the Rolling Stones. It's kind of hard for me to price, but I've come up with a start on it. This is... okay, the true UK pressing of this, I think they only made 200 of them, and they sell for like $5,000 and $6,000. If you ever see the original record of this, it is a very rare Rolling Stones record. It's like a $5,000 or $6,000 record. This is an Australian press with the same cover, but it's essentially like a collector's item, promo type deal. Yeah, when I seen it, I was like, oh my gosh, you know. But you know, if you get on PopSpsych and search the Rolling Stones and do highs first, you'll see the Street Fighting Man picture disc or the Street Fighting Man picture sleeve, which is like 20 grand if it's in really good condition. And then you see this record, the original of it. This is going to be a $175 start. It's on this kind of turquoise teal Decca label. Matrix number is RS3006B. I think that's what that says. RS as in Rolling Stones 30006B. We've came up as I think it's a 68 Australian press. $175 start. Still not an easy record to get. And of course, the true UK press that they only made 200 is very expensive. This is Australian, and this is $175 start. That is 1968. Okay, back up to the top. Okay, we have Rage is at 165. Rage is about EX plus, okay, which classifies it in that near mint minus, EX plus, near mint minus category. We give it, but it just has some light sleeve scuffs on it, nothing heavy whatsoever. It's a really clean, nice looking record. 1996 OG. High bid is $165 with Whitney Croy. The cover is in shrink wrap, and it's very nice. That's a 96 OG with inner sleeve, and that is at $165 with Whitney Croy. The Stones is $175 start. The outfield was $44.99, shrink wrap and hype sticker. Can't believe no one grabbed that. The Killers, Sam's Town picture disc from 2006, $39.99. The Killers, Sam's Town, that is $39.99. Al Stewart Chronicles, the best of Al Stewart. This is from 1991. It's a UK press, $24.99. UK press of Al Stewart Chronicles, the best of Al Stewart. Preston Rogers first to the Killers. Alexandria White, you were second. The Clash, this is $24.99. This is a 2016 unofficial demos and rare recordings from the Clash, $24.99. Let's see, Day Mars, you were third on the Killers. Tommy Flowers, which is Chasing Heart, first to the Al Stewart. Frank Galena, you were fourth to the Killers, and Mike Massey first to the Clash. Final call on Rage Against the Machine. I'm about to sell it to Whitney. I'm about to sell that to Whitney for $165, and if anybody wants on the Stones, $175 on that. The Clash Sandinista is $74.99. This has the booklet with it. It's a Terre Haute press. $74.99. Another Clash. Next Clash comment gets that one. Sandinista. Terre Haute OG with the booklet. This is $299.99. $299.99. Man of Words, Man of Music, David Bowie. It has one imperfection right here. Somebody wrote on his left cheek. This is $299.99. Man of Words, Man of Music, David Bowie. Flip open cover. Let me show you the vinyl and everything. Super nice copy. Somebody also wrote their name here on the label. It is very, very nice. Just a couple of stray scuffs on it, and that's it. David Bowie. That's $299.99. That's the album we always have new copies of, and I call it the Space Oddity album. That is what I'm referring to here. Man of Words, Man of Music. Hold on a second. Let me get it. Well, let me just actually leave that out. Yeah, Man of Words, Man of Music. That is $299.99. David Bowie. All right, first to claim the Clash here was Edward. Darwin is going to go ahead and get the outfield. Let me go ahead and pull the outfield. And Clash is sold to Edward. And Rage Against the Machine is sold to Whitney Croy. We've had that one up for a while. $165. That's sold to Whitney Croy. The Rolling Stones is $175 buy it now if anybody wants it. And I've actually had that up for, actually have that stickered for a little bit more. So $175 on that one. The Rolling Stones limited edition collector's item. $175 on that. Ryan's out on Rage. That was the last person I was looking for. Rage Against the Machine sold for $165. This next record is $299.99. $299.99, as in $300 before I put up our next two. And that is the MoFi pressing to Ziggy Stardust. Really nice copy. David Bowie, Ziggy Stardust. $299.99. The Rise and Fall of Ziggy Stardust. $299.99. 1981 is when that was released. Greg Brummett said JJ. Where did you see that out? JJ Kell. JJ Kell is $34.99. That is an OG Shelter record. OG Shelter record. Okay, next two auctions. We have Corrosion of Conformity. I'm going to put that up for auction. And I have a Misfits, which I think is an unofficial Descent into Evil. I don't know. It may not be. I don't really know. We have Corrosion of Conformity. This is in shrink wrap of hype sticker, Animosity. Really nice copy. Death Records, Corrosion of Conformity, Animosity. as in EX Plus, near mint minus on the vinyl, covers in shrink wrap with hype sticker, and this is a $75 start. Really nice copy. I think we had a VG copy from Dallas or from Austin collection. That one's really nice. $75 start. And the Misfits Descent into Evil. The Misfits Descent into Evil is a $25 start. The Misfits Descent into Evil. That is a $25 start on that. Descent into Evil. Plan 9. $25 start on that. Okay, let me see what I've missed. Greg said sold. What was he asking about? JJ Kill. JJ Kill sold to, let's see here. Greg Brummett. Greg Brummett. The Bowies are both $299.99. Man of Words, Man of Music, and the MoFi pressing. COC is $75. Both Bowies were $300. Yeah, Misfits $25, $25, $25, $25, $27. Okay, next record is $44.99. It's Buffalo Springfield. Their first album, 1968 press, which wouldn't be the first press. Really nice copy, though. Yellow Atco, $44.99. Buffalo Springfield has the hit song For What It's Worth. Nina, 99 Luff Balloons. $34.99 for Nina. 99 Luff Balloons. 99 red balloons. You may know it by. $34.99 for Nina. Next is $19.99 Steppenwolf Gold. Their greatest hits. Really nice copy. Steppenwolf Gold, $19.99. Misfits is at $30, and Corrosion of Conformities at $75 of Dale Cooper. $75 on Corrosion, and the Misfits is at $30. Transvision Vamp Pop Art. This is $14.99 in shrink wrap and hype sticker. Pop Art, Transvision Vamp. That is $14.99. That's sold to Mike Massey. Let's see. Next is Untouchables, $24.99. The Untouchables is $24.99. Age O Soul, maybe. Yep, $24.99. And we have the T-Bones with Gary Farr. Them Bones, Them Bones, Them T-Bones. $26.99. 1984 French. Okay. Let's see here. All right, back up to the top. Misfits 25, Misfits 27, Misfits 30. Mike Massey was first to this one. Set that one aside after you tag it, please. And Misfits 35, Leslie was second. Michael Nath first to Steppenwolf. Walt Cruz was next to TV, then Wyatt. And then, let's see, Mike Massey on Untouchables. Mike Massey on Untouchables. Okay, I think I got caught up there with everything. Mike was first to that. The Misfits is Descent into Evil. It's on Plan 9. Like I said, I really don't, I guess that is a bootleg. I thought Plan 9 was what some of their unauthorized. Yeah, this is a bootleg. Misfits Descent into Evil, and Kyle Davis is at $35 on that. Final Call on COC at $75. Street Survivors, $34.99. The airbrush cover. Leonard Skinner Street Survivors, $34.99. Street Survivors is $34.99. John Lennon is $24.99. That's John Lennon Rock and Roll. $24.99 for John Lennon Rock and Roll. And the last record is $164.99. $164.99. $164.99. MoFi pressing of Huey Lewis and the News Sports. $164.99. Huey Lewis and the News Sports. I've never seen that one. I've never seen that one before. Huey Lewis and the News Sports. $164.99. Never seen a MoFi of that one. All right, let's go back through that bin very quickly and update. Dale Cooper, you're out on COC. John has that for $85. And Final Call on the Misfits. Kyle Davis is at $35. Kyle Davis is at $35. Kyle Davis is at $35 on that. All right, here's what's left. Les Rita Miss Uku presents the Knock Omp Rindu. $14.99 gold stamp promo. The Newborn Free, The Hesitations. $24.99 white label promo. Joe Eli, Lord of the Highway, $19.99. Talking Heads, $64.99, 1978 Jacksonville press. The Return of the Latin Breed, $44.99. Kenny and the Casual, Things Getting Better, $24.99, 1983 French pressing. Rotary Connection, we're going to sell that to Colin for $20. With Love and Kisses from Tiny Tim, $24.99 on Tiny Tim. And the Impressions 1 by 1. That's a 65 mono, $49.99. Hall & Oates H2O, $19.99. The Roaches Keep On Doing is $14.99. Cellophane Symphony, Tommy James and the Shondells, is $24.99. That's a 1969 Abbey Road. We the People, Declaration of Independence, $19.99 France. And Hear the Beatles Tell All. That is a 1987 US, $34.99. The Misfits, $36.40, $42.45. Talking Heads is $64.99. Misfits $50. And I think we got somebody out on COC, so we're going to go ahead and sell it to John Mincemoyer for $85. Corrosion of Conformity sold for $85. High bid on the Misfits right now is Kyle Davis at $50. And our next auction is going to be this Red Hot Chili Peppers. Red Hot Chili Peppers, near mint, 1987. This is, it says not for sale, 33 1/3 promotional copy. And I'm trying to read it here. Fight Like a Brave. Is that what that says? Fight Like a Brave. Must be, yeah, near mint, 1987. And this is Fight Like a Brave promotional. Yeah. Is this single-sided or maybe double-sided? Different mix maybe? I'm not real for sure. I'll do that for a $20 start. Red Hot Chili Peppers, 1987. I can't believe the Talking Heads is still available either. James Lester says, what's the best price? I will sell this to you right now for $58. I mean, there's no telling how many of these we've put up for auction in the last maybe couple months, which maybe everybody who's watching already has one, but that's about what they bring when we auction them. $58 if you want that, James Lester. It's a nice copy, OG2. David Allen Coe was $274.99. David Bowie was $299.99. David Bowie was $299.99. Buffalo Springfield, $44.99. Nina, this has got some great music on it. Let Me Be Your Pirate. What a fantastic song. $34.99. Nina, 99 Luff Balloons. T-Bones with Gary Farr, $26.99. Leonard Skinner's Street Survivors is $34.99. John Lennon, Rock and Roll, featuring the already hit Stand By Me, but his other new hit of it, $24.99. And then Huey Lewis and the News is $164.99. Mint, Mobile Fidelity Sound Lab pressing. All right, Red Hot Chili Peppers, $25, $20, $30, $32, $40, $33. And the Misfits, final call on that. Actually, we can go ahead and sell it. That's sold to Kyle Davis for $50. Kyle Davis for $50. Anybody else want anything in here before I change crates? David Allen Coe was $275. $275 on David Allen Coe. All righty. Let's keep going with some stuff I priced just a moment ago from the famous Murfreesboro collection. James says he will take Talking Heads for $58. Edward was second. Edward, he had dibs on that one. So we'll have to go ahead and sell that to him. He asked about it, and he was probably considering, and he probably said, you know what, I better go ahead and buy that. Talking Head stuff is, the demand for that and Depeche Mode and the Devo stuff, all that just recently has skyrocketed, in the last year or so. Talking Heads sold to James Lester for $58. High bid on Red Hot Chili Peppers is $42, now $45. And yeah, 99 lead. Yeah. She was ahead of her time, I guess we could say. Let's put up this Seven Nation Army by the White Stripes. This is a weird, unofficial. I hadn't got to listen to it, but I'm pretty sure it's, well, I'll show you what it says. Slide versus White Stripes, Seven Nation Army. Stripes 001. It is a 2003 UK unofficial. Very strange. I think that's a single-sided. I don't know what that is. I hadn't got to listen to it, but when I saw it, I was like, man, this might be some kind of test pressing of Seven Nation Army. But it's just some kind of unofficial. I really don't know what it is. Of course, it's an unofficial, so it's hard to find pricing. $15 start. Slide versus White Stripes, Seven Nation Army. And the only thing it says on there is Stripes 001. That's a $15 start. Red Hot Chili Peppers is at $45, and Arm Lazelle takes the Nina. There's a really good song on this Nina album called Let Me Be Your Pirate. If you were to go look that up and listen to it, you will probably be wanting to come back and say, Chad, I would like to buy that if you still have it, but it's too late. It's already sold to Arm Lozelle. And then Angela Chesney wants Sabotage Streets. That was from the very first crate of new vinyl that I showed tonight. I still have that Sabotage album right here, Streets, a rock opera. That sold $44.99 to Angela Chesney. White Stripes 20, White Stripes 15, 25, 27. Final call on the Red Hot Chili Peppers. Trez Dabney has that for $45. This is the Murfreesboro collection. There's a lot of new 180-gram remasters in here. There's also some OGs mixed in, a lot of out-of-print records, and a lot of pristine, mint, recently opened, perfect copies. This is immaculate. Black Oak, Arkansas, High on the Hog. I'm pretty sure he opened this new. It has the poster with it. Yellow Atco label, $24.99. Black Country Communion. This is $26.99. This has Jason Bonham. Where was the hype sticker on this one? Let's see here. Somebody might buy it before I can even get to it. Where's the hype? Here we go. Yeah. Glenn Hughes, Joe Bonamassa, Jason Bonham, and Derek Sheridan. Includes exclusive bonus track. Yeah. Black Country Communion. All right. Let's see here. All righty. Let's see. I'm going to leave this jacket. I'm going to leave this behind the cover. That one's not want to go in there. Don't want to force anything we don't have to. Okay, back up top. White Stripes 28. Susie Breedlove first on Black Oak. White Stripes 29. Bob Riger first to Black Country Communion. Shane Berry, you were second. Scott Corcoran third. And White Stripes 30. We can go ahead and sell the Red Hot Chili Peppers. That is sold to Trez Dabney, $45. That's sold to you. High bid on the White Stripes is $30. And let me put up this. What do we got else? What else do we have over here? Okay, yeah, this one I've got to say I'm not 100% sure on. It's Alice Cooper. And I've done a lot of research. I pulled up comparable PSA autographs, authenticated and JSA. I believe it to be authentic, but here's how we do autographs. If I say I believe it to be authentic, that means I'm pretty sure that it's authentic. It says Alice Cooper 87, but if you ever do have this authenticated and it comes back not real, I'll give you your money back. But me, after studying it, I'm pretty sure that's authentic. Alice Cooper 87. This is going to be, by the way, it's not a great copy of the album. It's about a VG and about a VG Plus cover. $25 start. That is autographed. I'm 90% sure on that one. Alice Cooper. I've had his autograph before on a movie poster or a concert poster. That's a $20 start. Okay, White Stripes is up to 35 of Alexandria White. The Alice Cooper autograph 25. I'm selling it as is, but if you do happen to get it authenticated, I'll give you your money back. I think it's real. I've studied it for quite a long time. Back to this crate. Beck is $39.99. I think that one's called Sea Change. Beck Sea Change, $39.99. Blackstone Cherry, Kentucky. That's on red vinyl. Cherry red vinyl, $26.99. The Baker Groovitz Army, $19.99. Baker Groovitz Army. Jackson Brown Holdout, nice copy in shrink wrap, $14.99. And Jackson Brown Lawyers in Love, $14.99. Alice Cooper, $25. Michael's out on the White Stripes. High bid on White Stripes is $35. Michael Bohannon's at $30 on Alice Cooper. Michael Harrell first to Beck. Edward Star Wars second. Dana Wright third. Susie Breedlove first to Blackstone Cherry. Michael Bohannon's at $30 on Alice Cooper. Final call on the White Stripes. That means Alexandria White has it for $35. Final call on that. Jackson Brown, Lives in the Balance, $14.99 for Jackson Brown, Lives in the Balance. And the Greg Allman Band, Playing Up a Storm, $19.99. Greg Allman Band, Playing Up a Storm. So nice. So nice. Alice Cooper now at 35. Kate Bush, Hounds of Love. This is a 180-gram remaster featuring the hit song Running Up the Hill, Deal with God, $24.99. AC/DC, The Razor's Edge, $24.99. AC/DC, The Razor's Edge, $24.99. That feels like 300-gram vinyl. Blue Oyster Cult, their first album, limited and numbered music on vinyl, blue vinyl, $49.99. Blue vinyl, their first album. That's a limited new music on vinyl press. Alice Cooper 30. The White Stripes is an unofficial remix of Seven Nation Army. Alexandria has that for $38 and or $35, and I'm about to sell it. Back up to the top, we had Mike McGinnis, first to Greg Allman. Mike McGinnis, you got the Greg Allman. Greg Rogers, you were second. Alice Cooper is at 40. Zachary Smith first on Beck. Zachary Smith first on Beck. Where did that come in? Beck. Zachary, let's see. Dale Cooper, Alice Cooper, 25. Michael Knapp, Zachary Smith. First on Beck, then Michael Harrell, then Edward Star Wars. Yes, Zachary Smith. Zachary Smith, is he a first-time buyer? Okay. We have sold to Zachary Smith before. Zachary, you were first on the Jeff Beck. Thank you, Josh. Next was Austin Cockles, Music Hotel. Austin, you get the Kate Bush. You were first to that. Day Mars was first to AC/DC. Day Mars, I've got you down for AC/DC. Dale's out on the Alice Cooper. Edward was first to BOC. Marty Ellis is second to AC/DC. Michael Nath, you were next to BOC. Alice Cooper, 45. And was it Jeff Beck or Beck? It was Beck. All right, Alexandria gets the White Stripes or Seven Nation Army remix for $35. Alice Cooper is at 47 with Michael Hammock. This guy in Dallas, he kept some stuff that was personal, like autographs, but I don't know how many times he had been with Jack White and the White Stripes. He had autographed guitars, records. He had a lot of White Stripes stuff, OG presses, autograph. Most of them were made out to John. Thanks, Jack White. I mean, he had a whole wall. Stevie Ray Vaughan stuff. He met a lot of people. He was a big music guy. This is a 1974 UK press of metal. 74 UK press of metal. UK type cover. That's the true artwork. The artwork on this kind of gets distorted over different pressings. That's what I consider the true colors and artwork of this. This is a 74 UK pressing of metal. Pink Floyd. Very, very nice. $55 start. Near mint minus on the vinyl. Pink Floyd metal. Of course, this album was originally released in 71. This album was pressed in 74. That's a $55 start. UK press of metal. High bid on the Alice Cooper autograph is $55. And that's what I'm looking for a Pink Floyd. Break out all the two John stuff. Yeah, I guess if we bought an autograph collection, that would be the one to get, is stuff made out to John. If it was all made out to Helga, it'd probably be tough to sell. Right, Seth?
Probably.
Right, Moose? If it was made out to Moose, how many other people's named Moose? I know one other. He's a football coach. All right, but if it's made out to John, we have a lot more people we can sell it to, right? Okay. Blue Oyster Cult, Agents of Fortune. Culture Club, blue vinyl pressing, $34.99. Agents of Fortune, Blue Oyster Cult. Atlanta Rhythm Section, real tape, Atlanta Rhythm Section, $14.99. And I've got another Blue Oyster Cult, so let me update our auctions. We do have a bid. Joseph is at 65 on Pink Floyd. Michael Hammock is at 55 on Alice Cooper. And James McGowan, let me know if you're in or out. Let me know if you're in or out on that. Let's see. Let's see. Culture Factory. Yes, Culture Factory. Thank you. Yeah, not Culture Club. Culture Factory pressing, $34.99. All right, we have Blue Oyster Cult, On Your Feet or On Your Knees, $24.99. Blue Oyster Cult, On Your Feet or On Your Knees, $24.99. The Blasters is $14.99. The Blasters is $14.99. And Champagne Jam, Atlanta Rhythm Section, $9.99. Champagne Jam, Atlanta Rhythm Section, $9.99. Blackstone Cherry, Family Tree, $24.99. Blackstone Cherry, Family Tree. And UK Subs, Endangered Species, $19.99. UK Subs, endangered species, $19.99. All right, final call on Alice Cooper. I'm about to sell it for $55, and Joseph Felacinti has Pink Floyd for $65. I'm about to sell it. Let's see here. Back up to the top. Yes, Jeff, Depeche Mode Ultra is already sold. David Chilcote first to ARS. That's Atlanta Rhythm Section. I think there was another one in here, though, wasn't it? There's two. David, let me know which Atlanta Rhythm Section you want. Champagne Jam or Real Tape. Next is Mike Massey, UK Subs. Mike was first to that. Susie Breedlove on Blackstone Cherry. UK Subs. Craig, you were second to that. And Daymars, you were second to that. That's Fire of Unknown Origin. Did I pull one? What happened? Fire of Unknown Origin. What did I mess up on? Fire of Unknown Origin and On Your Feet or On Your Knees. That's the two BOCs that's still available. David Chilcote wanted Champagne Jam. What's the vinyl condition of metal again? It is my favorite word, nice, as in near mint minus. I don't really see too many stray marks on it, especially on side one. Side two always looks weird because it's echoes and it's one track and it's got all kinds of different grooves in it. But yeah, and the cover is about VG+. I'm about to sell that. Roger Ramjet takes the Atlanta Rhythm Section Real Tape. Fred, the Blasters, was $14.99. It's still available. And Chip Hall, Jackson Brown, they're all $14.99 as well. If you want all three of them, I will make you a bundle deal. Alice Cooper is sold. Alice Cooper is sold to Michael Hammock for $55. And Arm Lazelle, if you say, who asked about this? I'll give that a few more seconds, but I've got to sell it. Okay, let me find... Okay, I've got two more crates over here, but here's a crate of stuff that I was going to show next, but there was so much in here I was thinking about auctioning. Talking Heads. Yeah, let me put up this Ice Cube, just because I see there's been some... this is something we never get. Ice Cube Death Certificate. This is a 1991 OG. It's not a 12-inch single either. It's a full album. The cover is about VG condition. VG Plus on the vinyl. Ice Cube Death Certificate. That's a $75 start. Ice Cube Death Certificate. $75 start on that. Never have seen or had that before. All right. Let's see here. All right. What's the other Atlanta Rhythm Section? It has already sold. Both Atlanta Rhythm Sections are gone. Fred Carnell gets the Blasters. If you want all three Jackson Brown, $36. That's what I did earlier on some $15 stuff. That's 12, 12, and 12. 12, 12, and 12 on the Jackson Browns if you want all three of those. Martin Pryor's at 80 on Ice Cube. And I've got to sell Joseph Felacinti, I believe. Joseph Felacinti. I'm pretty sure I'm butchering your name. Let me find that again. Felicity. Boy, I don't know on that one. Joseph F. You get that for $65. If anybody's watching for the first time or you're a first-time buyer, thank you and welcome. Make sure you message our page. We need a message with your email address and your mailing address. If you're watching on YouTube, there's a little bit different instructions if you don't have a Facebook, but we will recognize you're a first-time buyer. These are three Jackson Browns sold to Chip Hall for $36. Ice Cube is at $80 with Martin Pryor, going once, going twice. I also have what else is over here? Nirvana, very interesting, yellow vinyl. Possibly, it's not John didn't label it as a boot. Wow. Nirvana, Nevermind. I don't know. It's a yellow vinyl. We'll put it up for auction. I'm going to say a $45 start. Nirvana Nevermind. It comes back at 2012 Europe on yellow vinyl. It's got some deep colors to the cover. Let's see. It's like on a yellow and white swirl vinyl. Yellow and white swirl vinyl. $45 start on Nirvana Nevermind. Craig's about to get banned. Yeah, I can't read any Ice Cube tracks. Those are dangerous. Okay. By the way, Ice Cube's on its final call. He's about to be sold. Coming up next is 1999. It's Greg Allman. I'm No Angel. Greg Allman is 1999. Greg Allman. AC/DC Live, $29.99. AC/DC Live, $29.99. By the way, just a moment ago, let me see if I got any over here before I say that. Uh-oh, we might be sold out again. Let me see if I can find them. Let's see. I don't see them either. That's not good. I bet we're sold out again. Razor's Edge. I was going to show those since there were several people wanting that copy. But I don't see them anymore. I bet we sold out. I order them like 10 and 15 at a time, and I think they're all gone again. AC/DC's Razor's Edge. They're not over here. They're probably somewhere on this table, but I just can't get to them right now. That's okay. All right. Nirvana, 45, 45, 45, 50, 50, 50, 50, 52. Ice Cube, 83. Mike McGinnis, you're first to Greg Allman. Daymars, you're first to AC/DC. Daymars is also at 55 on Nirvana. Also another $55 bid on Nirvana. Darwin, you're second on AC/DC. Another bid. Do you have still the Exploited Best Of? No, we did a bundle deal on all the punk records last night. They're from that crate we found from last year, and they're all sold. Neck Deep is $49.99. Neck Deep Wishful Thinking. This is on Halloween orange and black splatter vinyl. $49.99. Okay, update on the Ice Cube. We have a new top bidder. That is at $83 with Andy Lewis. Andy Lewis. That is a 91 OG. And then Nirvana, who was first at 55? Daymars was. Daymars has this at $55. Everyone else is out. AC/DC, Let There Be Rock, $24.99 for Let There Be Rock. And we've got, let me skip that one. Argent, Hold Your Head Up. This is a compilation, $19.99. It has their hit song, Hold Your Head Up on it. That is a German compilation, $19.99. America's Greatest Hits, Near Mint and Shrink Wrap, $19.99. Has that original inner sleeve. Really nice copy, $19.99. Edward Star Wars, first on Argent. Ice Cube's on the final call again, $83. $83. The Association's Greatest Hits. Some good stuff here. $14.99. The Association's Greatest Hits. 7 Arts Records, Green Label OG, $14.99. Edward got Argent. Daymars is out on Nirvana. Wolves Council, First to America. Wolves Council, First to America. Then Chad, then Mike, then Chris Ferrara, then Frank Galena. All right, I'm going to sell Ice Cube. Ice Cube is sold for $83 to Andy Lewis. High bid on Nirvana is Arthur Maldonado at $57. This is a 2002, I think is what it came back to. Is that right? 12. 2000, what did he write here? 2012, I was about to say, that's a little too early. 2012 Europe, kind of a yellow and white splatter vinyl. High bid on that is $57. Chad Holder says, pretty sure I was first. It was Wolves Council, Chad Holder, Mike Langford, Chris Ferrara, Frank Galena. It probably looks like it's first on your Facebook, but if you actually look on the screen right now, Wolves Council was first. AMER. It's always going to look like you're first on your feed. It always looks that way. It always looks that way. All righty. Let's do, I think we sold one of these last week. Here's another one. This is, we've also graded this one EX. It has a couple for a MoFi pressing. It has a couple stray marks. It has like a scuff that runs right here. And it has a couple scuffs right here. Actually, side, what does this speak to me? This is side 1. Side 2 has a couple scuffs. Side 1 is near mint minus. Side 1 is near mint minus. Side 2 is EX plus, which makes the record overall. We'll have to call that an EX. I think the last one I started for $175. I'm going to start this one for $175. MoFi, Mobile Fidelity Sound Lab, Dark Side of the Moon, $175 start on that. Final call on the Nirvana. I'm about to sell that for $57. AC/DC, $19.99. That's called Power Up. That's their most recent album. Has a little bit of a spine crackle right here. $19.99 on AC/DC. Atlanta Rhythm Section, Underdog. Shrink Wrap and Hype Sticker, $9.99. Dickie Betts, Jimmy Hall, Chuck Leavell, and Butch Trucks, Live at the Coffee Pot, 1983, $24.99. Live at the Coffee Pot, $24.99. The Record Company, Give It Back to You. The Record Company is $59.99. The Record Company, Give It Back to You, $59.99. Tim Holloway, First to AC/DC, Let There Be Rock. It is not an OG. That's a 180-gram reissue, $24.99. Chasing Hearts, First on DB, Dickie Betts, and Carol Puckett, You're Second. All right, I'm going to go ahead and sell Nirvana. That's Arthur Maldonado. I think Arthur bought something last night too as well. That sold to him for $57. There's probably some people thinking about this. That is a $175 start. Pink Floyd, Dark Side of the Moon. Over here in the check condition bin, which is some stuff I'm still pulling to auction. I may put it up here in a second. We've got, let's see here. Oh, this is tough. Let me see if there's some other stuff in here we just never get. Here's a VG copy of the Psychedelic Furs from the Dallas collection. I don't think we've put this one up in a while. Psychedelic Furs. It's a VG copy. That's just something we don't get too often. And if we show it in a bite now, there's multiple people wanting it. That's a $20 start. It is a VG copy and about a VG Plus cover. Psychedelic Furs is a $20 start. Chip Hall wants Let There Be Rock. And Pink Floyd is at $175 of Arm Lazelle. Edward David Anderson, Lies and Wishes. This is signed. Cheers. This is stuff, starting with the record company. That is some stuff from the, let's see. This is some stuff from that Crossfield collection. A lot of out of print and some signed stuff. $19.99 on Edward David Anderson. Neck Deep, The Peace and the Panic is $49.99. Neck Deep, The Peace and the Panic. That's on split vinyl, black and white. That is $49.99 for Neck Deep. Fear City, $24.99. Fear City. Is that what that says? Yeah, Fear, I'm pretty sure. On Our Way of Life, Fear City, on that blue and white. Paul Brothers is at $180 on Pink Floyd. We do have a $20 bid with the Psychedelic Furs. Adrian Belew, Lone Rhino, $14.99. Adrian Belew, that's in shrink wrap, $14.99. Amorica, which is the Black Crows, $34.99. The Black Crows, that's a 2LP remaster. It's in shrink wrap. Bad Company, Desolation Angels, $29.99. This is a deluxe expanded edition. Deluxe expanded edition of Bad Company. Bad Company. 2LP remaster. Let me find that hype sticker. It tells all the information about it. If I can't find it, we will forget about it. But there was a hype sticker with all the information on there. That is $29.99 for Bad Company. Okay, back up to the top. Pink Floyd, $185. Edward, first on Adrian Belew. That sold to Edward. Mark Shelton was first to the Black Crows. George was next to the Black Crows, then Edward, then Daymars. Jimmy, you were next to Adrian Belew. Calvin next on Black Crows. Tony Doyle next on Adrian. Arthur's at 22 on the Psychedelic Furs. And Pink Floyd is now at 190. The other Black Crows, Southern Harmony and Musical Companion, just $34.99. Southern Harmony and Musical Companion, 2LP remaster of that. $19.99 for Don Cherry, Where is Brooklyn? Blue Note reissue series, near mint. $19.99 for Don Cherry. Alice Coltrane, Pata the El Duad. That is $29.99. Alice Coltrane. That is the newest, let's see, I think that's the newest. This is pretty recent. Verve by Request, Pressed at Third Man. That just came out like maybe in January. Yeah, maybe last year. Okay, Pink Floyd 190. Scott Corcoran, first on BC. That's Black Crows. Daymars, you're second. Jeff McMaster, first to Alice Coltrane. Edward, you were second. Pink Floyd 195. Susie, third to Alice Coltrane. Psychedelic Furs 25. Psychedelic Furs 25. And somebody asked about Blue Oyster Cult. Fire of an Unknown Origin is blue vinyl, pressed by Culture Factory, and that is $34.99. Ray Charles, Genius Loves Company, $29.99. Has Ray Charles of all these duets. James Taylor, Elton John, B.B. King, Natalie Cole, Willie Nelson, Van Morrison. That's on gold vinyl. That is $29.99. $29.99. Return to Forever returns. Return to Forever returns. Chick Corea, $29.99. I think that's a 4 LP. Just $29.99. Dial S for Sonny. Sonny Clark with Art Farmer. Another Blue Note reissue, $24.99. And Blues Walk, Lou Donaldson. That is $24.99. Lou Donaldson, Blues Walk. Okay, update on our auction. First one in at 25 was Brent Rabley on Psychedelic Furs. This is a VG copy. VG copy of Psychedelic Furs. That is going once, going twice. Shane, you were second. Next is Mia on SC. That was Sonny Clark. That sold to Mia. George Lyle on the Chick Corea, Return to Forever. And Mia first on the Lou Donaldson. Paul Brothers is at 205 on Pink Floyd. 205 on Pink Floyd. All right. Not much left in this bin. Let's go through it one more time. Can you do the preview flip crate next? Preview flip, you talking about Japanese or maybe which one exactly? The Baker Groovitz Army. That's Ginger Baker as in Ginger Baker of Cream, $19.99. Blue Oyster Cult is still available, $34.99, Fire of an Unknown Origin. They only made 2,000 of them. Look how pretty. Blue vinyl. On Your Feet or On Your Knees, $24.99. That's an OG Blue Oyster Cult. Neck Deep is on orange and black splatter vinyl, $49.99. $49.99. The Association's Greatest Hits, $14.99. The Association's Greatest Hits. Cherish, Wendy, Never My Love. I like those two, especially Never My Love. $14.99. Atlanta Rhythm Section, Underdog, $9.99. The Record Company, Give It Back to You, $59.99. Edward David Anderson, Lies and Wishes, $19.99. Autographed. Neck Deep, The Peace and the Panic, $49.99. That's on black and white split vinyl. Fear City was $24.99. Bad Company, Desolation Angels, that's the expanded 2 LP with bonus unreleased tracks, $29.99. Don Cherry, the last jazz record left, $19.99. And Ray Charles was $29.99. Gold vinyl. Okay, back up to the top. Pink Floyd 205. Psychedelic Furs 30. Fred Carnell is going to get the Fire of Unknown Origin. Fred Carnell gets the Fire of Unknown Origin. Pink Floyd. This side 1, Near Mint Minus. Side 2, EX Plus. Paul Brothers has that at $205, and I believe Arm Lazelle's out, so that's a final call, $205. Also a final call on the Psychedelic Furs. That's a VG copy for $30. Alan Williams, you were second on Blue Oyster Cult. Greg says 50 for Record Company. Mr. Greg Baldwin, I will sell that to you. Let's do the old split the difference. I'll sell that to you for $55. They were not cheap on Discogs. Chad, will you do 28 on those 2 Commander Codys? I will. Sell these 2 Commander Codys to Wolf Council for $28. I still got the Rolling Stones for $175 if anybody's interested. And I planned on stickering it $199.99. So $175 was the start. Brent Rabley, you're second to Record Company. If Greg passes, I'll sell it to you for $55. Edward was first to Bad Company. John Porter first to the Association. And Greg says he will take the Record Company for $55. All right, final call on these 2 auctions. One more time on this crate, then I'll do that crate that Mike Massey was talking about with all the punk and stuff. I'll do that one next. We got Ray Charles, Don Cherry, Fear City, Neck Deep, Edward David Anderson, Atlanta Rhythm Section, Neck Deep, the other BOC, and the Baker Groovitz Army. Roger Ramjet is first to Atlanta Rhythm Section. First to Atlanta Rhythm Section and Neck Deep Bundle. Sure thing. Are they both 50? How about $10 off? 45 and 45 will be 90. And I think I'm pretty close to these prices. I never could find this one. There is, if you search this album, I think there's 15 color variants. I could not find Halloween Orange. I could not find this one. I think there's 15. Sometimes, you know, Discogs is user submitted. I don't think anybody had found that one, and I never really could find this one. I never really could find the black and white split vinyl. So I'll do 45 and 45. That's $90 on those, Mike. Thank you, Eric, or thank you, Andrew Erickson. Yeah, if anybody's watching for the first time or maybe just started watching us, thank you. Make sure you share whenever you can. Hit the thumbs up. You know, the main Facebook post you're watching, be sure you hit like. You know, we have almost 20,000 Facebook followers, and some people don't really have notifications turned on, or they may have followed our page 6 months ago and they might hop on for the first time. So this is like a teal label. This is an Australian. I don't think this came in a box set. This is a teal Australian label, 1968. And by the way, like I said, the true album this is a reissue of came out in the UK. They made 200 of them. And it's about a $6,000 record. This one can be yours for $175. Sell these two neck deeps to Mike Massey for $90. Chick Corea is sold. The price on the Ray Charles was $29.99. $29.99. Tommy Flower says he'll do the David Anderson. Yeah, I think he's kind of a more smaller guy. I mean, I don't think he's... that's probably somebody that the guy I bought these from met. I'm not real for sure. Michael Nath is going to take the Ray Charles. I don't want to call somebody small, but I think you get what I'm saying. Kind of a private press label on that David Anderson, Tommy Flowers. Let's see. Don Cherry, Fierce City, Blue Oyster Cult, and Baker Groovett's Army. Those are all still available. Let's end these auctions. Shane Salas gets the Psychedelic Furs for, that's been a while, $30. And Pink Floyd is sold to Paul Brothers for $205. Okay. So the only thing left is Don Cherry, Fierce City, Blue Oyster Cult, and Baker Groovett's Army. I'm going to put those right over here with the Rolling Stones. Those are the only records that have not... Well, I guess there was some in that first crate that didn't sell. Okay, let me find that crate that we were just talking about that I think I posted a... Is this it? Of course, some of it we pulled out the auction. Which one did I? Foo Fighters, Escorts... Did it have a Justin B? Yeah, it was this one. All right. All right, everybody pay close attention. This is another crate that has some pretty incredible stuff with it. So if there's something expensive, I'll try to say the price first. Let me get a couple new auctions up. I'm going to put up Nirvana, Incesticide, and this L7 picture disc. L7 picture disc. Pretend We're Dead and Nirvana, Incesticide. This is a copy of Incesticide. I love that first track, Dive. Oh my gosh. This is Preston Holland. It's on that same colored vinyl. Well, not really. It's a kind of just a translucent yellow. Nirvana Incesticide. That is a $55 start. It does come back as an unofficial Nirvana Incesticide. $55 start on that. Yeah, that first track, Dive, is really, really good. And then L7 picture disc, Pretend We're Dead. This is a $25 start. L7 Special Limited Edition picture disc. That's a $25 start. 1992 UK. 1992 UK. All right. Let's get this crate rolling. I'll get some Japanese started in just a second. I've got more auctions from Dallas, but I've also got plenty of Japanese stuff and some stuff that I've decided not to auction. We've just went ahead and left them in these crates. All right. Let's see here. 55 on Nirvana Incesticide, yellow vinyl. 1999, Edgar Allan Poe. This is some spoken word by Basil Rathbone. So this is some spoken word, Edgar Allan Poe, 1999. Make sure my camera's good. All right, $24.99 for Diddy Wadiddy, The Remains. That's on Gem Records Import, $24.99. Johnny Cash, I Walk the Line and Other Hits. I've never seen this exact pressing before. It's on Accord, $19.99 for Johnny Cash. Also, the Escorts from the Blue Angel. The Escorts, $19.99. And this is a VG Plus, Leonard Skinner's Second Helping, $24.99. That is the second label for that. black MCA rainbow label, VG Plus condition, $24.99. I'm going to grab me a bottle of water. Got to have some water. Got to have it, Moose. Actually, I might drink one of these. Well, I'll grab that too. But I'm going to have a Sprite. What is this? Is this Sprite or Sprite Zero? Sprite? Let's drink Sprite. Seth, people can drink Sprite and not have a stomach problem. Seth said, what, do you got, a stomach bug or something? It's not a municipal drink. I'm about to fire Seth. Y'all just wait. Actually, Seth, you're fired. He questioned what I was drinking, and I fired him. Seth is fired. Okay, back up to the top. L7, 25-25, and Zachary Smith was first to Edgar Allan Poe. Zachary Smith, you were first to Edgar Allan Poe. Rob Scheffler was second. Jason Kenton was third. Whitney's at 27 on L7. Darren Wortman on Leonard Skinner. Wyatt Akins on Remains. The Remains, that's sold to Wyatt Akins. Jeff Johnson, first to Johnny Cash. Jessica's at 30 on L7. Whitney's at 32. Walt's at 32. All I drink is Sprite Zero. Yes, Sprite Zero is delicious. Seth is fired, yes. All right, L736, L738. So, Escorts is still available. Next record is $39.99, the Electric Prunes, Mass in F minor. Nice copy. Tricolor, Steamboat label. Where's Wayne Titsworth at? $39.99, the Electric Prunes. $19.99 for Cocoa Tea. Is that what that says? Cocoa Tea, $19.99. Also $19.99, the B-52's Love Shack, 12-inch single. The Love Shack, 12-inch single. Love Shack, 12. Look, I'm messing up. I'm trying to say $12.99. $19.99 for the 12-inch single of Love Shack. $34.99 for Dirk Wears White Socks, Adam and the Ants. I don't get that one too often. $19.75, Dirk Wears White Socks, Adam and the Ants. $34.99. All right, Whitney's at 38 on L7. Juan Gonzalez on the Electric Prunes. Leslie Holt first to the Love Shack. Michael Nath second. Kyle Davis third. Dale Shannon first to Adam and the Ants. And we have Walt Cruz. You were next on that. Seth has been fired more times than a cannon. Facts. True statements. All right, if anybody wants Nirvana, this is a $55 buy it now. Yellow vinyl. Nirvana Incesticide. That is a Holland unofficial. Nirvana Incesticide. 5.5. $55 if anybody wants that. Now a buy it now. L7's over here for bid. And that's at $38. Adam the Ant is already sold. The Roots of Rock and Roll, Rockabilly. This is a compilation, $19.99, Jerry Lee Lewis, Conway, Ray Charles, etc. REM. I got to put this up. We don't even have it priced. This is our next auction. REM, Night Swimming. REM, picture disc. Sorry, I meant to pull that one out. It's not even priced, as you can see. Near Mint, minus, 1993, UK press. This is a 4-track, I guess, sampler from... it's got Night Swimming, and then it's got 3 live, previously unreleased songs. We'll put that up for a $25 start. We'll have a $25 start for REM Night Swimming. Collector's Edition, picture disc, $25 start on that. Final call on L7. Whitney has that. Whitney has L7 for $38. Final call. Yes, REM is a 4-track EP. 4-track EP. What do we have here? It is $34.99. This is what? This is the Delmona's 5. $34.99. The Delmona's 5. Music for Men, Mad Daddies. $19.99. Music for Men, Mad Daddies. $19.99. Blondie is sealed. $99.99. This is a sealed copy of Parallel Lines, $99.99. Also a sealed copy of Alan Parsons Project, Stereotomy. No one has really figured that one out. It is sealed from 1985, $39.99. REM 25, the Rockabilly compilation, Leslie, is $19.99. Yeah, Gene Vincent, Carl Perkins, Buddy Holly, George Jones, Johnny Burnett, Johnny Cash, Big Bopper, Chuck Miller, Billy Lee Riley, Guy Mitchell, Conway Twitty, Charlie Rich, Roy Orbison. That is $19.99. ABBA, Super Trooper, $19.99. And Foo Fighters is $29.99. Foo Fighters, I guess that's how the cover's made, isn't it? Yeah. Foo Fighters is $29.99. That's from 2011. 2011. Walt Cruz on the Mad Daddies, a.k.a. the Risque covers. Leslie Holt wants the Rockabilly comp. That's sold to Leslie Holt. And Jeremiah Lewis first on the Foo Fighters. Let's go ahead and sell the L7. Jeremiah passes on Foo Fighters. Give that to Craig Proper. L7 is sold to Whitney. Meant to end that one a while back. $38. And REM is on its final call. Final call. Zachary Smith has that for $25. Never mind. John Stevens is at $30. We have the Great Peanut Butter Conspiracy. The Great Peanut Butter Conspiracy. That is $39.99. So high bid now on REM is $30. That's an OG2i. Very clean. $39.99. Here's something that was in the bin that's coming up, but I'll go ahead and put it up for auction. The Meat Puppets. The Meat Puppets 2. This is a $115 start. Meat Puppets 2, the Meat Puppets. That's a $115 start. SST label, very clean, 1984. $115 start on that. REM's at $35. Edward wants Peanut Butter Conspiracy. Alan Parsons Project is sealed. That's the best of, $39.99. That's a club copy. The best of the Alan Parsons Project, $39.99. The Return of the Living Dead is $119.99. $119.99 from 1985. It's in shrink wrap with hype sticker. The Return of the Living Dead, $119.99. That is not easy to get. $34.99 for John and Yoko, Plastic Ono Band. That's a 1978 Purple Capitol record. Purple Capitol label reissue, $34.99. John and Yoko, Sometime in New York City. Reach Out of the Darkness, Friend and Lover. Reach Out of the Darkness, $19.99. That is a hit song from the 60s, $19.99. Phil and the Frantics. Phil and the Frantics is $19.99. Rough Diamonds, The History of Garage Band Music, Volume 3. History of Garage Band Music, Volume 3, $19.99. And Michael Nesmith and the First National Band, $24.99. Clay Moore gets the ABBA Super Trooper. REM is now at $37, and the Meat Puppets is a $115 start. Aretha, no. I thought I said Aretha. It's Odetta. Moving on. Is that what that is? Yeah, Odetta, moving on. First glance, it looked, and I thought it was Aretha. $19.99. Odetta is $19.99. And Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers Live, Pack Up the Plantation. $19.85, $44.99 for live Tom Petty. Very nice copy, $44.99. REM's at $37, Zachary Smith, John Stevens out. REM is at $37. That's a 1991 picture disc, 4-track EP. Final call. Final call on that. Punk and Disorderly. Punk and Disorderly is $39.99. This is a 1982 compilation. Punk and Disorderly. Very nice. Brent Rabley first to Tom Petty. Victor was second. And Craig Thomas on PD. Was that for Punk and Disorderly? If so, that was fast, Craig. You were all over that one. Leonard Skinner. Pronounced Leonard Skinner. This is the MCA Sky label. Nice copy, though. $39.99. Ryan Anderson, you were third to Punk. Brent Rabley, you were fourth. And Victim's Family. Voltage and Violets. $24.99. Victim's Family. Voltage and Violets. $24.99. Are you able to order picture vinyl frames? Picture disc frames, or are you talking about just frames for LPs? Pam Dickens on Leonard Skinner. Pam Dickens on Leonard Skinner. All right, let's go ahead and sell REM. REM is sold to Zachary Smith for $37, and Meat Puppets, if anybody wants to buy that, $115 buy it now. We also still got Nirvana for a $55 buy it now, and the Stones. That's the only 3 auctions with no bids. Stones was $175. But yes, we can order record frames. If you're looking for those, we can definitely get them. Mike Massey on Victim's Family, and Paul, I will put in for some tonight. The Plasmatics is $39.99. Nice copy. This lady basically walked around exposing herself all the time. $39.99. Miles Davis Tune-Up, $44.99 for Miles Davis Tune-Up. I've never seen that one before. Miles Davis Tune-Up, $44.99. All right, I'm going to try one more punk records, and we're going to officially move on to some of our Japanese stuff for tonight, which this record here should be a hot commodity. I hadn't seen this in a while. We've got The Best of Blondie, a pristine Japanese pressing. The Best of Blondie, pristine Japanese pressing. $55 start. Vinyl is near mint. Pristine Japanese quality. Has the lyric insert with it. All the lyrics in Japanese. And if you want to read along in English, there's the Obi. Nice cover. That's a $55 start for Blondie's Greatest Hits. I also got an OG copy of the Circle Jerks. Circle Jerks, 1987. OG, nice copy. Original inner sleeve. $55 start. There's the original inner sleeve and nice cover. That is a $55 start for the Circle Jerks. $55 start on that. All right, back up to the top. Mike Massey got the Victims. Ryan Anderson first to the Plasmatics, and Axel Horn first to Miles Davis. When you get to the Dio, the bin right over here, we can go through it in a second, but the Dio Magica is $39.99. Blondie, $57. And this next record is $74.99. It's Miles Davis, the Man with the Horn. It's a half-speed master. CBS half-speed master. Miles Davis, the Man with the Horn. $74.99. $19.99 for Television's Greatest Hits Volume 2. 65 more TV things from the 60s, from the 50s and 60s, and that's $19.99. $19.99. Axel Horn first to Miles Davis. Circle Jerks is a $55 start. Justin Bieber is $119.99. This is a 2016 purple vinyl. 2016 purple vinyl. Justin Bieber, $119.99. Ringo Starr, $49.99. Not Old Wave. Ringo Starr Old Wave. That was on RCA. That's a 1983 Canadian pressing. $49.99. Also $49.99 is Lower Class Brats. Rather Be Hated Than Ignored. Lower Class Brats picture disc. $49.99. $54.99 for the Scorpions. That is called Rainbow or Fly to the Rainbow. Scorpions, that's a Japanese press. $54.99. $54.99. The Rollins Band. Yes, we're going to auction the Rollins Band. I got to find it. If it's in this crate, I got to pull it. But yes, whenever I get to it, we're going to auction the Rollins Bands. Mike Massey first to the Brats. Final call on Blondie. Blondie, we're looking for a Andrew Erickson's at $57 on the pristine Japanese pressing of that. And Circle Jerks, we're looking for a $55 start. Wes Craven's The Heels Have Eyes. This is $44.99. 2014, this is number 224 of 300. Clear Amber Splatter Vinyl. $44.99. The Heels Have Eyes. $44.99. Let's see. Yeah. One Man Army, Rumors and Headlines, $24.99. One Man Army, Rumors and Headlines. The Flintstones, $24.99. The Flintstones, Family Favorite Stories, CBS Special Products, $24.99 for that. The Style Council, Home and Abroad Live. The Style Council is $34.99. Style Council, Home and Abroad. That is live in shrink wrap, near mint, $34.99. Pink Floyd promo. Yes, but I've got to explain it because it's a weird record. Mike Massey on One Man Army. That's sold to Mike Massey. Brian C. on Flintstones. And Mike Massey on Style Council. On Tanner, Style Council was $34.99. Songs on Heels Have Eyes. This is the score music. This is the score music. This isn't the soundtrack. It's just M22, M33, M51, MQ, M12. And then Arnold on 1. Whatever that was, it's already sold. Yes, Style Council, that was $34.99. Mike Massey. Flintstones was Brian C. And One Man Army's already sold. That was to Mike Massey. All right, we're going to go ahead and also in Blondie. Blondie is sold to Andrew Erickson for $57. If anybody wants the Circle Jerks, it's a $55 buy it now. Circle Jerks is a $55 buy it now. Let me find that. Yeah, here we go. Rollins Band. Rollins Band is 1994 clear vinyl. This is a $120 start. It has the original insert. Rollins Band has the hype sticker, and this is a 1994 gold stamp promo clear vinyl. $120 start on that. Rollins Band. $120 start. That was actually the next record. I was waiting to pull that. Circle Jerks is sold to Mike Massey for $55. Brent Rabley, you were second. We got 2 bidders already on the Rollins Band. Gen X, Kiss Me Deadly. This is $39.99. Gen X, Kiss Me Deadly. That's Billy Idol. Gen X, Kiss Me Deadly. $39.99. $39.99 on that. Let's see here. We're getting into some stuff that I was going to auction, so I've got to take them like one at a time. So Gavin was in first on Rollins at 120. Jeff Wheeler, you were second. And Wolves Council was first to this, Tanner, and it was $39.99. That was Gen X. Brandon Butler second. Tom Steyer third. Walt Cruz fourth. Rollins Band 125. Joshua Pepper sixth. Next is $119.99. That is Warzone. Open Your Eyes. $119.99. That's in shrink wrap. $119.99. That is in shrink wrap. Sold to John Mincemoyer. $119.99. Rollins Band 130. Rollins Band 135. Mike Massey second on Warzone. We have The Shadows of Night. Gloria. This is a Sundazed reissue. This is a Sundazed reissue with the insert $24.99. $24.99 for Shadows of Night Gloria. What do we have here? The B-52s Party Mix. This is $34.99. B-52s Party Mix, which is a actual full album or has 6 tracks on it. At first I thought it was some kind of single, but that's $34.99. B-52s Party Mix. Rollins Band is at $137. It's a gold stamp promo clear vinyl OG. Let me put up another auction. We got the Rollins Band up. Let's do Rainbow. Down to Earth. Japanese pressing of Rainbow. Richie Blackmore. $45 start on this. This is a Japanese pressing of Rainbow Down to Earth. Really nice cover with Obi. It has the Japanese insert with it. 2-page flip. Pristine Japanese vinyl. That is a $45 start. Rainbow Down to Earth. That's our next auction. That's a Japanese pressing. Warzone, that's already sold. Rollins Band 137, 140. Juan Gonzalez gets the Shadows of the Night. Rollins Band 145. Would you take 86 for the Blondie? I will do, let's see, 90 would be 10% off. First time showing it. I'll sell that to you for $90. That's a sealed OG copy of Parallel Lines. This next record, let me see what we have here. Martha and the Muffins, Metro Music. This is $24.99. Martha and the Muffins, Metro Music, $24.99. Which 6 on the Party Mix? The B-52s is Party Out of Bounds, Private Idaho, Give Me Back My Man, Lava, Dance This Mess Around, and 52 Girls. That was $34.99. Happy World, Chinatown, also $24.99. Happy World, Chinatown, $24.99. The Damned, Phantasmagoria, and this is $49.99. 1985 Pickneyville Press. The Damned, that is $49.99. Okay, yes, thanks. Okay, is that, so I think that's sold to Leslie. That is $34.99, Tanner. B-52s. Rollins Band is at $165. We actually have this next record tagged to auction, so I'll pull that in just a second. Rollins Band 165, yes on that. Jessica wants The Damned. That was $49.99. And, okay, I'm going to go ahead and pull Rainbow then, if anybody wants that. $45 buy it now. Japanese pressing of Rainbow. I'll go ahead and make that a buy now so I can put up a copy of Times Square. Times Square is near mint. We don't have it priced. It was going to be auctioned. 1980, near mint minus. Really nice copy of Times Square. Artists include Suzi Quatro, The Pretenders, Roxy Music, Gary Newman, XTC, The Ramones, The Ruts, Lou Reed, Patti Smith, The Cure, Joe Jackson. That is a $20 start. Near mint copy of Times Square. It does have a clip corner. $20 start on that. Rollins Band is at $167, and the last record is the 77s All Fall Down, and that is $39.99. The 77s All Fall Down, $39.99. If anybody wants the Rainbow Japanese Press, it was a $45 buy now. Let me put it away. And Times Square was a $20 start. Times Square soundtrack. Right, that was some killer records in there. Let's go through those one more time. Where's that Sprite at? I could use that. I'm also getting a little hungry. I got some quesadillas over there, but I doubt we're taking a break tonight. It's 9:30. We have 264 people watching, and we have a bunch more records to go through. Right, Tanner? Has this got sugar in it? Oh my gosh. 100 look at all the sugar in this. Includes 63 grams of added sugar, 126% of the daily added supplement. But I've already had 2 Subway cookies today, so. Yeah, I'm in much better shape than Seth, I can promise you that. He walks up a couple of stairs, he's winded. I've never seen anything like it. Rollins Band is at 170. Times Square is at 20. Please send pictures. Okay, I will. All right, here's what's left in here. We have the Escorts from the Blue Angel, 1999. The Escorts from the Blue Angel. Cocoa Tea, 1999. This was, some of these I can't remember, $34.99. This is the Delmona's 5, $34.99. $39.99 for Alan Parsons Project. That is sealed. Alan Parsons Project Best Of, sealed. $39.99. The Return of the Living Dead in shrink wrap with hype sticker. $119.99. 1985. Very, very nice. John and Yoko. $34.99. Excuse me. Reach Out of the Darkness. Friend and Lover. $19.99. That Sprite has a bunch of carbonation to it. Phil and the Frantics, Rough Diamonds, The History of Garage Band Music, $19.99. Michael Nesbitt and the First National Band, $24.99. Odetta, Moving It On, $19.99. Television's Greatest Hits is $19.99. Eddie Bruce is going to get the Best of Alan Parsons Project. Rollins, here's our auction right now. Brent Hall's at $172 on the Rollins Band. This is clear vinyl, OG with the insert. Really nice copy. Near mint minus on the vinyl. VG Plus cover. Gold stamp promo. That is $172 with Brent Hall. Times Square, we have one bidder, and that's No Rodriguez. Just $20 right now. Awesome soundtrack. $20 on that. Justin Bieber is $119.99. Purple vinyl. Ringo Starr, Old Wave. $49.99. The Scorpions, Japanese press, $54.99. Don't overlook that one. The Hills Have Eyes is $44.99. Blondie, did Ryan Anderson, did you say yes or no on this, Ryan? I may have missed it. You was at 80, I was at 100, you said 86, and I said I would take 90. I may have missed your confirmation on that. Martha and the Muffins was $24.99. Happy World, Chinatown was $24.99. And the 77s was $39.99. All right, I'm changing crates. I'm going to do the bin of check condition stuff next. We got some killer records coming up in this check condition bin. But first, let me breeze through a crate of new vinyl from last night. Just to refresh, I think we got some people on that wasn't on last night. You may have not seen the Flip video, so let me go through all that one more time. He never responded. Okay, I don't think so. He might have got off. The Tron soundtrack, I think, is in the next crate, but I've got to go through it and make sure nothing's pulled for auction. And Walt Cruz wants the 77s. Walt, we've had a lot of music in your wheelhouse tonight for you to be so quiet, but sell that to Walt Cruz for $39.99. Tanner stepped to the back, so I'll have to say that again when he gets up here. And Brent's out on the Rollins band. Gavin has that at $173. $173, the Rollins band. Justin Bieber is $119.99, purple vinyl. All right, we have Dave Matthews Band, Crash, 20th anniversary edition, first time ever on vinyl, remaster, $38.99. How about Pantera, reinventing the steel? Pantera is $29.99, white and Southern Flames yellow marbled vinyl. Pantera, that's on colored vinyl, $29.99. The remaster of Pink Floyd, Wish You Were Here, $38.99. Pink Floyd, Wish You Were Here. Circle of Snakes, Danzig, $31.99. Clear vinyl, $31.99. I still got 5 or 6 of those left. I also have Dark Side of the Moon for $38.99. I got lots of Dark Side of the Moons, actually. Zach Bryan, American Heartbreak, $49.99. I'm about to start listing these on Discogs because I still think they're not cheap on there. Zach Bryan, American Heartbreak, $49.99. Stevie Ray Vaughan, In Step, $39.99. In Step. Leonard Skinner live at Nebworth is $49.99. Metal Church, The Dark, that is limited, numbered, and colored, $44.99. Social Distortion's Greatest Hits, $44.99. 2LP. One of my last copies of Flock of Seagulls on orange vinyl, $36.99. Jailbreak, Thin Lizzy, $36.99. And Queensryche is $49.99. Tanner, that was sold to Walt for $39.99. Walt Cruz. 2 copies of David Bowie Pinups for $29.99. And Queensryche Digital Noise Alliance, $49.99. Queensryche Digital Noise Alliance, $49.99. Susie Breedlove wants Stevie Ray Vaughan, In Step. Times Square's now at $24. Final call on the Rollins band. Rollins band, Gavin Lesko has that for $173. I'm about to sell it to him. And Stevie Ray Vaughan is sold to Susie Breedlove. That was a fast, just reminder of some stuff we got in stock yesterday. All right, let me do the bin of check condition stuff tonight. So keep in mind, these are not top copies. They start at VG and go up. There's VG records in here, VG Plus records, etc., etc. And actually, I think there was a couple. Let me make sure I pulled out everything I wanted to auction, because there was a lot of stuff in here we were auctioning or was going to auction. I think I've pulled it all, though. All right, there's some great stuff in here. Great stuff in here. All right. Let's see. With the boxes called. The Boxer. I don't know what that was called. Tuning Up, maybe? Miles Davis Tuning Up. Times Square 24. Paul Brothers on Flock of Seagulls. Let me do that. Let me pull that. I hope I have enough pulled for the flip video I did. If not, I got more being delivered tomorrow. That's sold to Paul Brothers. Which Odessa was that? Odessa. George. I think you're pretty far behind, George. We had a Bee Gees Odessa, but that was about an hour and a half ago. Rollins band is sold to Gavin for $173. And Times Square, final call. Leslie's at $24 on that. Leslie's at $24 on that. Let me grab our next Japanese auction. Let's see. In our Japanese bin, I have the Cars, Sky 2, Eagles, REO Speedwagon, Journey, Queensryche, Moody Blue, Sam Cooke, Europe, Wow, Rainbow, U2. There's some fantastic stuff in here. I've never seen a Japanese press of this, I don't think. REO Speedwagon, you can tune a fish, or you can tune a piano, but you can't tune a fish. Japanese pressing, near mint. That is a $45 start. Moody Blues, Japanese pressing of, we're going to call that the Tuna Fish album. Near mint, pristine Japanese vinyl. It does have the lyric insert Obi, or lyric insert with it. Nice cover with Obi. $45 start on that. I'm about to sell Times Square. All right, these are all check condition records. VG Plus, $34.99. Budgie, In for the Kill, $34.99. Budgie, In for the Kill, $34.99. This next record is $59.99. It's a VG copy of Are We Too Late for the Trend? ESR. I think that's a compilation. That's a VG copy. $59.99. $59.99. $29.99. A VG copy of Screechin' Wiggle. That's a VG copy for $29.99. And The Clash, Combat Rock. VG Plus. Carleton, Georgia reissue. VG Plus, $39.99 for the Clash Combat Rock. VG Plus, $39.99. Kraftwerk Autobahn. VG Plus, $49.99. 1974 Terre Haute. The top seam has some splits with it. That is $49.99. Joe Jackson, Body and Soul, VG Plus, $14.99. And Tron, music by Wendy Carlos, a VG copy for $34.99, 1982 Terre Haute. Bob McKinney says, Chad, give me a Dave Matthews Band Crash. Thank you. I've sold a lot of those suddenly. We had those on the shelf for a while, and then I think it was a couple weeks ago we brought them out, and I've sold more in the last couple weeks than ever before. If anybody else wants one, let me know. That's sold to Bob McKinney. Gerard, I'll put the Moody Blues in just a second. Brandon Butler's at 45 on REO Speedwagon. That's going twice, going 3 times. Gavin was first to the Screeching Weasel title. Kyle Davis was second. Holt Slack, he asked about it earlier. He's first to Tron. Brian C. first to Joe Jackson. Was Budgie a U.S. copy? Yes, Budgie in for the kill is MCA 1974 U.S. It's a VG Plus and about a VG cover as well. Jeannie Pinnell, you were second on Tron. 80s at 50 on REO Speedwagon. Times Square is sold to Leslie Holt for $24. Now, yeah, I don't want to auction the Pink Floyd The Wall album tonight. It's kind of confusing. We got to do some further research. It doesn't have promo labels, and we're pretty sure it's supposed to have promo labels, so we're going to do a little bit further research on that and do a confirmation on what's really going on with that. So, all right, this is a Sam Cooke Japanese compilation. This is a $45 start. Let me get the Obi back on the cover. I think it will fit. I got one on there the other night. Maybe it won't. Okay, Seth said you're going to have to do some work if you want to get that one back on there. The Best of Sam Cooke. I bet it could be put on there. We have, let's see, Wonderful World, Change is Gonna Come, Having a Party, Cupid, Chain Gang, You Send Me, Twisting the Night Away. This is a $45 start. Sam Cooke, Best of Pristine, Japanese pressing, $45 start on that. There is the sleeve we put it in. There's the Near Mint Pristine disc. There is the insert, and there is the cover and the Obi. $45 start on Sam Cooke. 80s at 50 on REO Speedwagon. Who got the Screeching Weasels? Screeching Weasel. That was sold to Gavin. Also, I forgot to pull earlier. Ivan Villavenicio wants the John and Yoko album from that last vintage crate. John and Yoko album. That's sold to Ivan Villavenicio right here. Ivan, that's sold to you. Ivan, that's sold to you. All right. Let me get back down to the bottom. Sam Cooke 45, Final Call on REO Speedwagon, and Budgie 25. I will sell that for $31 if you want it, Brad. Let's see here. I said Weasels first. Kyle Davis. Let me double check that. Let's see here. Gavin SW, Screeching Weasel. And then you were second, Weasel. Gavin was first. Let's see here. Budgie is, well, now it's 31 if Brad wants it. He said sold. Brad Moore said sold. So $31 on Budgie. Star Trek 3, The Search for Spock soundtrack, 1984, $34.99. Randy's at 35 is at 45 on Sam Cooke. I'm about to sell REO Speedwagon. Talking Heads, a VG copy, $29.99. A VG copy, $29.99. We had a near mint one earlier. Here's a VG one, $29.99. More songs about building and food. The Clash, Rock the Casbah. VG Plus, Gold Stamp Promo, $17.99. $17.99. And Nina Simone, Silk and Soul. VG Plus, $59.99. 1967 Indianapolis Press. 1967 Indianapolis Press, $59.99. Press. Thank you, Seth. REO Speedwagon is sold to Eddie Bruce for $50. We sold Budgie, Sam Cooke 45. Paul Brothers first on ST. That's Star Trek. Brent Hall first to Talking Heads. Randy Scarborough first to The Clash. Michael Nath first to Nina. Those are all sold. And Ben Sharp, You were second on the clash. Final call on Sam Cooke, $45. Final call on Sam Cooke, $45. I will show Pink Floyd, which it's a pretty pricey record to begin with, but it's a promo copy of Pink Floyd The Wall. It has the timing strips on the front. The vinyl is EX Plus Near Mint Minus. It has a gold stamp promo on the back. Yeah, John graded it Near Mint Minus, 2LP. It's technically classified as a promo copy. It just doesn't have promo labels. If somebody wants to get it started, I will show you the labels. The matrix are PAL 36185 ICF. Pink Floyd The Wall. Very nice. Near Mint Minus vinyl. But, there are some labels as promos. This is a $350 start. $350 start. That's without me knowing a whole lot of confirmation on exactly what pressing it is. $350 start on that. All right, next is $24.99, Miles Davis Greatest Hits. This is EX condition. EX is just a couple hairlines from being a near mint record. That's in shrink wrap, $24.99. This next record was tagged for us to auction. So let me auction that. Let me go ahead and sell Sam Cooke then. Oh, never mind. Calvin's at 47. Calvin's at 47. I doubt there's a lot of bids on Pink Floyd. Maybe there is, but I'll go ahead and put this. Up for bid. This is the Electric Company. The Electric Company with the comic book starring Lee Chamberlain, Bill Cosby, Morgan Freeman, and it has the comic book that came with it. The Electric Company has the comic book. 1973. I'll put that up for a $30 start. $30 start. I'll put that right back here. Randy Davis, let me know if you're in or out on Sam Cooke. He's out, so I'm about to sell that for $47. Miles Davis and Josh, what was I Am? You put Well, I Am. Let me know what that is, and I will, whatever that is, I'll sell it to you. The Specials, EX $39.99. The Specials, EX $39.99. This is the Music Machine featuring Talk Talk. VG copy, $24.99. Voodoo Glow Skulls. Who is this? Who is this is? VG Plus, $24.99. That's a 1994 US. VG Plus, $34.99. It was a typo. I'm certainly hanging on to my wall promo. Yes, those are not cheap. Those are not cheap. Bad Religion, Suffer, is a VG Plus, $99.99. That is in shrink wrap. Bad Religion, Suffer. That is an OG from 1988, $99.99, VG Plus. All right, Calvin Ward got Sam Cooke for $47. Next is Jason F. is at 30. Jason F. is at 30 on the Electric Company. Brent Rabley wants the Specials. Next is Kyle Davis on VDG, Voodoo Glow Skulls. That was $34.99 to Kyle Davis. Brian C's at 35 on the Electric Company. And did Odetta from the last crate? No, it is still available. The Odetta is right here. I got what you're saying now, George. That is $19.99. Odetta, moving it on. If you want that, it's $19.99. Next is VG Plus, Echo and the Bunnymen. VG Plus, $29.99. Echo and the Bunnymen, self-titled. VG Plus, $29.99. George Lyle said sold on Odetta. Jason F., you're out on the Electric Company. Brian C. has that for $35. And Pink Floyd The Wall promo, $350. $350 on that. I'm going to lay that right over here. Echo and the Bunnymen sold to Mike Massey. Tanner, that was $29.99. Sold to Mike Massey. Jason F. second. Walt Cruz third. Chris Kirkley fourth. Edward Star Wars fifth. This next record is a VG minus. Mike says give Echo to Jason. Give it to Jason F. Jason F. is also out on the Electric Company. The Electric Company is Brian C. Brian C. has that for $35 right now. It does have the comic book with it. Bill Cosby, Morgan Freeman. The Electric Company does have the comic book. 1973 VG Plus on the vinyl. That is final call for $35. Let me grab a new Japanese pressing. We have, let me put up this journey. So 15 years, Japanese pops. That's the Ventures, the Car, Sky, Eagles, Journey, Queen's Rock. Yeah, I said Moody Blues for Gerard. And this Europe is very cool looking. I think we're almost done on the electric company. So let me put these two up. We've got, okay. Yes, let's go ahead. I think we're done. Okay. Check my bad test up top. Bad. What was that? Can you clarify? Ben claimed bad. Ben Sharp, did you claim bad religion? Let's see. Ben Sharp. Ben Sharp. Bad religion. Okay. Yeah, I don't see it on here. But it's yours now because I don't think anybody else did. That's so do you. Thank you for reminding me, or thank you for saying it again. Can I see the label on Pink Floyd again? You can. Pink Floyd, The Wall. Matrix says P, and then there's a big space, and then there's like an O, and like a less than sign maybe, and then it says PAL 36185 ICF. Okay, and we got another pass on Echo and the Bunnymen. Give that to Walt Cruz. He was third, and that's sold to Walt Cruz then. Okay, next Japanese auction. The Moody Blues, Every Good Boy Deserves Favor. This is a $35 star. What a beautiful Japanese pressing. Look at the artwork on this one. And the glossy cover, thick, rigid jacket. Amazing. This is a $35 start. Gerard is in. Has the Japanese insert, nice corners. Just a little bit of common shelf wear, pristine Japanese vinyl. We also have Europe, The Final Countdown. Can you hear the keyboards in your head? $55 start. Europe is a $55 start, The Final Countdown. Pristine, Japanese vinyl. If I can get it out of the sleeve. There we go. Pristine, $55 start. That is near mint. Has this kind of solicitation form with it. Has the Japanese insert, has another Japanese insert, and a really nice glossy near mint cover. Europe is a $55 start. Gerard's back in on the Moody Blues at $40. Third is like first place. You got it. What are all the numbers? I am reading the matrix numbers. Matrix numbers are key identifying marks right here in the dead wax. If you're ever trying to look up a record, especially on Discogs, the run-out numbers are very key to figuring out what exactly pressing you have. That is like the Rosetta Stone to figuring out what record you have. Very important to key all those in accurately. An album like Pink Floyd, The Wall, there's probably 400 different versions out there. So, go look up Led Zeppelin 2 or Fleetwood Mac Rumors, how many different pressings there are. Okay. This next record is a VG minus 99.99. God Bless the Red Crayola from United Artists, a very collectible psych label, the Red Crayola. This is a VG minus. It has a fillable mark kind of right there. It's just such a tough record to get, though. God Bless the Red Crayola. And this is VG minus 99.99. International Artist label. VG Plus, $19.99 for Surf Punks. My Beach. Surf Punks is a VG Plus, $19.99. And we have Eric B. and Rakim, What's on Your Mind. This is a 12-inch single from 1991. VG Plus, $24.99. Ben Sharp first to Surf Punks. Jeff McMaster, you were second. Gerard is at 40 on the Moody Blues, going twice, going three times. We're looking for a $55 start on Europe. The Final Countdown, looking for a $55 start on that. Next record is a VG Plus. It's $199.99. Ghetto Boys, We Can't Be Stopped. $199.99. 1991. VG Plus. The Red Crayola price was $99.99. VG minus. Fat Boys, The Twist, VG Plus, $19.99. And Talking Heads, Little Creatures, VG Plus, $39.99. VG Plus, $39.99. Gerard Catatori gets the Moody Blues for $40. Gerard gets that for $40. Europe is a $55 buy it now. Europe is a $55 buy it now for whomever wants that. Where did Moose go? Moose is in the shipping room shipping. Good. All right. By the way, if you got a tracking number recently and it says marked delivered in Lebanon, Tennessee, what happens is our postman shows up and we have like 150 packages and he has his like kiosk kind of scanner. I don't know if, no, kiosk isn't the right word. He has his little handheld scanner and he's scanning them all and he does like a mass selection. It's like picked up in Lebanon, Tennessee. Sometimes he's in a hurry and he'll mark delivered. And so all those packages the other day he picked up were all marked delivered here in Lebanon, like they were delivered back to our store. So we had eBay stuff going out, Discog stuff going out. We probably had 150 of y'all's packages going out. They were all marked delivered. So we've been getting messages. People checking their tracking. There's no way for him to reverse it either. He can't reverse it. At least that's what he tells us. So he can't reverse that. So your package is marked delivered, and at that point, it's on its way to you, but it won't have any more tracking. You won't get any more updates. So that's just the story. And that Doug wanted me to tell everybody that. We have like we have a response we've been sending everybody, but I had to tell eBay people that, Discogs people, it was a problem. Brent Hall, if you want this for $55, you can have it. If not, Michael Ling wants it. Brent Hall, that's up to you. $55 to you. If not, Michael Ling. $19.99. This is a VG copy of Space Rangers. VG copy of Space Rangers. Neil Merriweather Space Rangers. VG Plus, $19.99. We have That'll Be the Day, Buddy Holly. VG, $39.99. This is a 1961 press. That'll Be the Day, Buddy Holly. VG copy. VG copy, $39.99. And we have Nina Hagen, Fearless. That's EX, $19.99. Nina Hagen, Fearless. Brent Hall said he would take it for $55. Talking Heads price. Brent Hall, that was a VG Plus, $39.99. Little Creatures. All right, I'm going to go through those one more time. Let me put up 2 new auctions. Let me see what I've got right here. And then our Japanese stuff. Let's see. Oh, yeah, this next crate's got some really killer stuff in it. I think y'all will like that one. Let me go ahead and put up this Journey. And I've got another Europe. We'll go ahead and do the Journey and the other Europe. These are, $45 and $55 starts. Journey, Dream After Dream. Journey, Dream After Dream, $45 start. This was actually, so it was only released in Japan, and then I think here in the U.S., it was released as a half-speed master later. So that's a Journey, Dream After Dream. That's a $45 start. Does this go with it? I don't think that goes with it. That's some kind of, yeah, it does. Maybe this was this a soundtrack or something? Kenzo's, I'm not for sure, but that's definitely goes with it. And then there's the inner sleeve. Near mint, pristine, Japanese vinyl. $45 start on that. Journey, Dream After Dream. That's one you won't get a chance to buy too many times here in the States. And Europe, Wings of Tomorrow. Also a $55 start for this. Europe, Wings of Tomorrow. So Journey was a soundtrack. There we go. $55 start for Europe, Wings of Tomorrow. Learn something new every day. Derek Clark, Neil Merriweather. Was that something that was in here? Yes, Derek Clark wants Neil Merriweather. Charlie Brown, we were cleaning it, and it's actually cracked. I told John, I said, well, I think probably some people would still bid on it just for the cover, but it's in the back, and I don't have it up here tonight. So, all right, here's what's left in this bin. ESR, Are We Too Late for the Trend? I think that's a compilation, a punk compilation. VG copy, $59.99 from 1979. The Clash Combat Rock, for those that wanted Rock the Casbah, it's on this album. VG Plus, $39.99. VG Plus, $49.99 for Kraftwerk Autobahn. The Music Machine is a VG copy, $24.99. Eric B. and Rakim, What's on Your Mind, 12-inch single, VG Plus, $24.99. VG Plus, $199.99 for Ghetto Boys, $199.99. VG Minus on Red Crayola, $99.99. Fat Boys The Twist, VG Plus, $19.99. That'll Be the Day, Buddy Holly, VG, $39.99. Nina Hagen was EX, $19.99. And Talking Heads is a VG Plus, $39.99. I'm going to condense these with our other crate from tonight. And I've got a whole new one to go back through. Not before I run through a crate of new vinyl right quick. Let me do that right quick. Let me pull this to the side. Sell Brian Hummel, The Talking Heads, for $35. And sell Chris Kirkley, The Clash. Chris Kirkley wants The Clash. And sell, let me see here, Fat Boys. I can't do 12. That would be $18 if you want it, no. $18. Buddy Holly was $39.99. It's a 1961 press. 61 press of that album. Charlie Brown. Yeah, it has some writing on it too. I'll put it up for auction. Charlie Brown, $1 start. It's cracked. Let me figure out where that was. Yeah, it is. Right there, I think. No, right there, yeah. Looks like it's been dropped. Yeah, I knew it wasn't in good condition when I first looked at it. I figured it'd be about a VG. We hadn't cleaned it, but yeah, that's not playable. You could listen to it from here on. You'd want to drop the needle about right there so it don't hit it. But yeah, $1 start. Looks like somebody wrote on the cover, but I don't get this too often. Can't listen to it. Well, you can, but, you know, just be careful with it. Let me lay that right there. No, if you want Fat Boys, 12, 18. Let me actually run through this crate of new vinyl. I see some people keep seeing Dio. I'm curious what's in here too. And then I'm going to put up new Japanese auctions in just a second. So, what do we have in here? Sabotage, of course. Sabotage, Edge of Thorns. The last album that had Chris Oliva. I've been saying Olivia. 2 LP. Colored vinyl, 45 RPM. That is $49.99. We was listening to this earlier in the store today. Black Sabbath Paranoid, $28.99. U2, The Unforgettable Fire, $36.99. Graham Parsons, Grievous Angel, $29.99. Van Halen, 1984, Remaster, $38.99. U2, All That You Can't Leave Behind, $49.99. 2 LP. And Black Sabbath, Mob Rules, $34.99. Ronnie James Dio's second album with Black Sabbath, $34.99. All right, Terrell's at 20 on Charlie Brown. That's going twice, going 3 times to Terrell. Journey, final, or actually it's a buy it now, excuse me. Journey, if anybody wants it, $45 buy it now on Journey, Dream After Dream. Can't believe we didn't get a bid on that. And if anybody wants Europe, once again, a $55 buy it now. Journey's a $45 buy it now. And Europe is a $55 buy it now. Europe and Journey both are up for buy it nows if anybody wants them. Susie on BS, that's for Black Sabbath. Let me grab that for Susie. That was probably for Paranoid. And final call on that for $20. Queens of the Stone Age, Villains. That is $46.99. Limited edition white vinyl with etching. Pearl Jam by Neural, $41.99. Van Morrison, Moondance, $31.99. Slayer, Rain in Blood, $36.99. Lambert, David Bowie, $33.99. There's the AC/DC I was looking for. Razor's Edge, I guess I only have 2 of them, $31.99. Smashing Pumpkins, Adore, $49.99. The Cars' Greatest Hits, $44.99. Bob Skaggs, self-titled, that's on blue vinyl from Friday Music, $44.99. Pearl Jam 10, $28.99. Fish, LP4, live, $29.99. The Stones, Bridges to Babylon, is $49.99. We've got a couple of those left. Ozzy is on silver with red swirl vinyl, $42.99. XTC Skylarkin, that's my last copy, $34.99. Another Ozzy, that's also on colored vinyl. It just don't have the hype sticker with it. Grateful Dead is $28.99. And Love and Rockin' Seven Dream of a Teenage Heaven, $33.99. George Ellis on Q, that's got to be for Queens of the Stone Age. Is that right, George? 2 copies of David Bowie live in Berlin. That's on orange vinyl. $31.99. Ray Charles Sings. Count Basie Swings. $36.99. And Dio Magica. $39.99. No one bid on Europe. That was probably for the other one. Sale Terrell, the Charlie Brown for $20. Terrell, that's yours. I figured somebody'd want it. Don't get that too often. All right, let me grab our next crate of vintage stuff. And I'll grab our next Japanese auctions. Let's do Rainbow and U2. Surprised the other two didn't get a bid earlier. Rainbow, Straight Between the Eyes. Next Japanese auction, that's a $45 start. And U2 War. U2 War. That is a $65 start. Japanese pressing of U2 War. Both extremely nice copies. $45 and $65 starts on that. All right, I've got another crate of new vintage arrivals from the Dallas collection. There's some punk stuff in here, some hip-hop stuff, some rap. I hope you're ready. I hope you're awake, too. Around this time of night is when everybody gets a big sleepy head. We don't want big sleepy heads, do we, Ed? We want you alive and well. All righty. Brent is in on U2 at 65. Next crate. Let me grab, I think the sugar in this Sprite's starting to kick in. I'm starting to feel it. All righty. Here we go. Next, LL Cool J, $24.99. I think this is a, I don't know. What is this? 2LP something. Todd Smith, LL Cool J. That is $24.99. Shock and Awe, Z-Trip Chuck D, $44.99. That has George Bush on the cover, $44.99. Method Man, I'm not for sure what that says, $39.99. Method Man, $39.99. That says Tycho Zero, the prequel, $39.99. Joan Jett and the Blackhearts, I Love Rock and Roll, in shrink wrap with hype sticker, $34.99. Very, very nice copy, $34.99. Can I get the Ray Charles record from the last crate? You can. That was a new LP. Alex, I'm going to work on your stuff tonight, by the way. I got your text message. I just didn't want to open it and reply to you till I knew for sure, but I will work on your stuff tonight. That's sold to Alex Roman. We got 2 bidders on U2. Brent Hall was in first. Brent Hall has this for $65. Brent, you're second. Day Mars got the Method Man, and Susie Breelove got Joan Jett, and Tanner, it was $34.99. Walt Cruz was second. Next is the Traveling Wilburys. This is OG, $44.99. This is a 1988 specialty press OG, $44.99. The Traveling Wilburys. That is not a reissue. That's the real deal there. This next record is very nice. It is $49.99. Grateful Dead, Working Man's Dead. Really nice. I think it is a reissue label. It is, but it is near mint. Minus $49.99. Daymar's got Method Man. Susie got Joan Jett for $34.99. Brent's at U2 at $67. This next record is Fat Boys, Houdini, Run DMC, full-length 12-inch versions. This is $34.99. Looks like some kind of compilation. PRI, yeah, Kings of Rap. That is $34.99. Kings of Rap. Fat Boys, Houdini, Run DMC. That is $34.99. This is a very good crate. I agree with you, Matt. This is Dallas collection. This is all stuff we got in Dallas. Next is Jeff Beck Group. This is a live, unofficial, $44.99. Jeff Beck Group. I'm pretty sure it's live. I mean, usually they are, but it's an unofficial for sure. $44.99. Jeff and Master got the rap compilation. That was $34.99 as well, Tanner. And then Robert Johnson first on Jeff Beck. All right, Brent, you're in on the U2 War. Japanese Press, New Year's Day, $69 with Brent Hall. Brent, you're out. What do we have here? The Strollers, Falling Right Down, $34.99. This is from 1999 Sweden. The Strollers, $34.99. $129.99 for Al Stewart, Time Passages, MoFi Pressing. $129.99. Al Stewart, Time Passages. Michael Jackson, Bad. That's an OG, $29.99. Michael Jackson, Bad, $29.99. Has the original inner sleeve. Smooth Criminal, Dirty Diana, $29.99. That's sold to Heather Perry. This is Flashback, The Best of Jay Giles. This is sealed. It's never been opened. $34.99. $34.99. U2 is at $75 with Brent Rabley. Heather got Bad. Marty, you were second. Brent's out on U2. Edward third on Bad. Calvin fourth. Can I take the Traveling Wilburys and put back the Colt comp from the earlier crate? Kevin wants to get the Traveling Wilburys and put back the Colt comp. I'm sure whatever the Colt comp is, that sounds pretty good. We probably can sell it. All right, final call. U2, $75. Going twice, going three times. If anybody wants Rainbow, it's a buy it now for $45. Straight between the eyes. Japanese Press. $45 buy it now on that. $45 buy it now on that. All right, this next record is $9.99. Paul Revere and the Raiders. Revolution, Mono, 2i. That is $9.99. That was the Colt comp. That was pure Colt, $29.99. Who wants it? Chip Hall, Jason F., Ben Sharp. Chip, if you want it, it's yours. If not, Jason F. That is $29.99. Final call on U2 War. U2 War is Brent Rabley's for $75 right now. Chip Hall gets that. Kyle Davis first to PR, Paul Revere. Next is VG Plus, $19.99, Naughty by Nature. Everything's going to be all right, and that's a 12-inch single. Naughty by Nature, VG Plus, $19.99 on that. $39.99 for the Standales. Why pick on me? Some good guys don't wear white. That is $39.99. 1966 Scranton Press, $39.99. The Tom Tom Club is $34.99. Tom Tom Club in shrink wrap with hype sticker on Sire, $34.99 on that. Jeff McMaster on Naughty by Nature. That's sold to Jeff. Wayne Titsworth on the Standales. Susie, you were next on Naughty by Nature. Tom Tom Club's $34.99. Let's go ahead and sell U2 War. That is sold to Brent Rabley for $75. I will grab our next Japanese auctions. Our next Japanese auctions will be, let me start, Straight Shooter. Straight Shooter, and we'll do a Queensryche, not another Queensryche, a Queensryche. All right, Bad Company, Straight Shooter, Japanese Press. This is a $45 start. Nice cover. Obi has a little bit of foxing just down here at the bottom, up here on the corner. $45 start. Has the inner sleeve with it. Has this Japanese insert. Raising the Roof. I don't think I have that right now, Greg, but if you want me to check on that, I probably can order one. Bad Company Straight Shooter. Feel Like Making Love. $45 start. Stephen Chesney's in, and we need a $55 start on Queensryche. Queensryche self-titled. Japanese Press. Extremely nice cover. Japanese insert. Near mint minus final. $55 start on that. $55 start on that. Tom Tom Club have Genius of Love. Not on this one. Not on this one. Next record is $89.99. Joan Jett and the Blackhearts. Pure and simple. Never had this before. It's a 1994 press. Gold stamp promo. $89.99. This beautiful black vinyl contains 2 songs that ain't even on the CD. All rock, no ballads. Joan Jett is $89.99. Jeff McMaster was first to that. Michael Ling was second. Craig's in on Queens of the Stone Age for $55. Tom Tom Club, another one, $24.99. This one doesn't have that song either, but it's also $34.99. Tom Tom Club. $89.99 for Jay-Z, The Blueprint, The Gift, and The Curse. That is $89.99 from 2002. Final call on Bad Company. Final call on Queensryche. Mad Max original motion picture soundtrack, sealed, $89.99. Music by Brian May of Queen, $89.99 for Mad Max. Fat Boys is $34.99. That's the full album from 1984, $34.99. And $64.99 for David Byrne, Re Mamo. David Byrne, that is $64.99. Jeff McMaster got the Joan Jett, Michael second, Mia Willis on the Jay-Z. Chris Kirkley wants the second Tom Tom Club. Tanner, that one was $34.99. And let's see. We have The Clash. Give them enough rope. The Clash is $34.99. Try to send a message to you on the page where I paid my invoice today about stereo. Hope you've seen it. Pass it on. Okay. I will check on that. The Call. The Call is $29.99. The Call. Very nice copy. Self-titled. $29.99. That's an OG press. And we have Skinny Puppy Digit. Skinny Puppy Digit. And that's $19.99. All right. I'm going to go ahead and end these auctions. Craig Proper gets Queensryche for $55. And Stephen Chesney gets Bad Company for $45. Those are sold as sold. $55 and $45. $55, Queensryche, Craig Proper, and $45. I'm not away from my monitor again. All right, let me put up 2 more Japanese pressings. Let's do, what do we have here? Toto? Ooh, Cyndi Lauper. Girls Just Want to Have Fun. That's was that a single? Yeah, and Journey Evolution. All right. Copies of Eddie and the Cruisers. I have one right here next to me somewhere. What happened to that thing? There's one around here right next to me. I was going to auction it last night and I never got to it, but yes. Cyndi Lauper, Girls Just Want to Have Fun. This is like a 12-inch single of some sort, Japanese press. That's a $25 start. And Journey Evolution is EX, meaning it's not a perfect, pristine copy, but it's close. And that's going to be a $35 start. Has insert with it. $35 start for Journey Evolution. Okay, Wyatt Akins needs to put back the remains. He already has that. So we need to put back the remains for Wyatt Akins. Edward Star Wars on the Call. Tanner, that one was $29.99 for Edward Star Wars. And Jason F. gets Puppy. Skinny Puppy, so to Jason F. Craig was next on Puppy, then Michael Harrell. What's the high bid on BC and then Skinny Puppy? Robert Johnson, Chad, please restock the Jeff Beck. Already have. Okay, Robert Johnson needs to put back Jeff Beck. I have no idea what that one is. If it's the Jeff Beck bootleg, there were several people next on that one. Lloyd Cole and the Commotions, Rattlesnakes, $29.99 from 1984. Bow Wow Wow, original recordings, 12 tracks. That is $29.99. Bow Wow Wow, Harvest label. English Beat is $34.99. What is? English Beat, what is? $34.99. The Plasmatics, Butcher Baby, 3 big songs. That is $24.99, 1980 UK. Inbred, A Family Affair, $24.99, 1986. And the Barracudas, The Big Gap, 1978 to 1981, $29.99. All right, we will figure out what those are. We will figure out what the Jeff Beck and other ones were. And here's the remains. Diddy Wah Diddy, the remains. If anybody wants that, it's $24.99. Diddy Wah Diddy, the remains, $24.99. And Mike Langford gets the Jeff Beck unofficial. Mike, that's sold to you. Mike, that's sold to you. Okay. Then we had Walt Cruz on Bow Wow Wow. Bow Wow Wow, Tanner, that one was, I forgot. I think I said $29.99 on that one. Well, Walt, I don't know if you can remember or not. John Stevens on Lloyd. Let me find that one. Lloyd, that was sticker, $29.99 as well. And then Walt Cruz on English Beat. That one was $34.99, the English Beat. Okay. Brent Rabley's in on the Journey at 45. And do you have any more Queensryche Operation Mindcrime? I do. I do. They're $49.99. All right, here's what's left in this bin. We have the following. LL Cool J. LL Cool J is $24.99. That is Todd Smith. Shock and Awe, $44.99. Working Man's Dead, The Grateful Dead. That was $39.99. It's a Winchester press reissue, $39.99. The Strollers, Falling Right Down, $34.99. Al Stewart, Time Passages, MoFi pressing, $129.99, 1981. J. Giles, The Best Flashback, The Best of J. Giles, that was sealed, $26.99. Tom Tom Club, $34.99 on that, shrink wrap and hop sticker. Mad Max soundtrack, sealed, music by Brian May, very cool, I've never seen that before, sealed copy, $89.99. Fat Boys was $34.99 from 1984. David Byrne, Re-Mamo is $64.99. The Clash, you give them enough rope. Who just asked for this or asked for it or asked about it? Derek Clark. The Clash is a 1980 repress, $34.99. The Plasmatics, Butcher Baby, 3 big songs, 1980 UK, that was $24.99. Jared. The Inbred is $24.99 as well, Family Affair. The Barracudas was $29.99, and Diddy Wah Diddy, The Remains, is $24.99. All right, Michael Hirara wants a Operation Mindcrime. Let me figure out where those are at. Operation Mindcrime, Operation Mindcrime. Those are not right there. I don't see them in that bin. I might have to pull one for you. Oh, wait a minute. Hold the phone. Here they are. Operation Mindcrime. That is sold to Michael Herrera. And then Brent says shock writing on the front. I don't know if that's part of the cover or... Yeah, it says Z-Trip. And maybe somebody's initials, but yes. Somebody wrote right on George Bush's forehead. Or is that part of it? I don't know. I thought the devil horns were part of the cover, but I don't guess so. That's hard to say on that one. I can't really tell. Journey 49, Journey 50, Journey 51. Michael Ling wants The Remains. That's sold to Michael Ling. Derek Clark wants The Clash. Sold to Derek Clark. Journey 52. Star Trek 3 is sold. Star Trek 3 is sold. And Charlie DeFrank, I will sell you the sealed J. Giles for $25. I will sell you the sealed J. Giles for $25 if you want it. That's only if you want it, though. I'm not going to sell it to you if you don't want it. Z-Trip's the artist. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if somebody wrote that or... I'm not for sure. Brent Rabley's at 52 on the Journey. Brent Rabley's at 52 on the Journey. Well, we got a lot of empty crates tonight. That's good, right, Tanner? All the vintage stuff from the night can fit into one crate. Actually, about 80% of a crate. 4 empty crates, 5 empty crates. Charlie DeFrank said sold. Z-Stripe is all Sharpie. Okay. That was definitely wrote on there then. Let's sell $25 Charlie DeFrank on this. Are not part of the cover. Okay. $25 J. Giles. All right. Journey 52 with Brent Rabley. Final call. We sold Charlie DeFrank J. Giles hits for $25. And let me go grab another crate. Let's do that one. Let's do... Okay, yeah, let me show this for those that may just be hopping on. This is tonight's newest new vinyl arrivals. Here's tonight's newest new vinyl arrivals. Let me go ahead and end Journey first. This is sold to Brent Rabley for $52. If anybody wants the Cyndi Lauper for $25, girls just want to have fun. That's a $25 bite now going right there. Generation Axe, $33.99. Orange vinyl, special limited edition. Zach Wild, Steve Vai, Yingwie Malmsteen. Billy Squire, Don't Say No. That's the RTI pressed Intervention Records, all analog mastering, $54.99. $54.99. Brent Hall is going to take the Cyndi Lauper for $25. That's sold to Brent Hall. Walt Cruz was second. Toledo, How It Ends, $31.99. Kraftwerk, Early Live in Germany. That's a new release for tomorrow. Kraftwerk, Early Live in Germany, $31.99. Another release for tomorrow, Chris Christopherson, Austin City Limits Live, and that is colored vinyl. New West Records colored vinyl exclusive. That is $31.99. There's another Generation Axe, and a new reissue of Guided by Voices Sandbox, $29.99. Like I said, OG presses of that are not cheap. Guided by Voices Sandbox, that is $29.99. I got several of those. Guided by Voices. All right, Generation Axe, Chris Christopherson, Kraftwerk, Toledo. There's another Generation Axe, and that was today. That we only had like 2 packages delivered. Tomorrow there should be a bunch. All the restocks and wait lists from last night and other new releases that didn't ship. There's some street date stuff. Of course, we don't really put out anything for sale. You can't really get it here in the store the way we price and unbox Friday anyways, but of course we show street date stuff Fridays here, but you really can't get it until we ship it to you anyway, so that's that. Okay, I was going to take a break about like I did last night, but I was going to do a recap of that crate, the crate of everything left over from tonight, which is just 1 crate. So if we do that right quick, then we can take a break in just a second. But we still got 187 people watching. I hardly ever end a feed with that many new people or that many people watching. So let me do a recap of everything from tonight. So if you missed the first part, or maybe you had your eye on something earlier, I've already been kind of flexible already on prices tonight. Amazing Records, we'll go through them one more time. And I've got plenty more Japanese auctions to run like Keel and Poco. Keel and Poco. So we have Keel, the Final Frontier. That's a $45 start. Keel, the Final Frontier, $45 start on that, Japanese press. And Poco Legend. That's a $35 start. Beautiful Japanese pressing with Obi. $35 start on that. Sabotage, Wake of Magellan. We should have that. Yes, let me see what I've got right over here. I may entice everybody to come back for part 2 if we end up taking a break. It depends on how long it takes for us to go through this next crate. I'm going to maybe do a half-off crate, Tanner. Whoa. A half-off crate. Tillman, I will find you a Wake of Magellan. I'm kind of looking right now. I know they're around here somewhere. Whoops. Well, let me pull my chat back up. Okay, is everybody still with me? I hope so. I'm refreshing my chat. Box sets, yes, I got a bunch. When I used to walk around mobily with my phone, it was a lot easier. The Escorts from Blue Angel, $19.99. The Escorts from Blue Angel. Cocoa Tea, $19.99. We have, actually, that's not what we started with earlier. Let me start from maybe here in the middle. Where do we need to start at? Okay, yeah, we'll keep going from there. All right. Let's see here. I keep forgetting this one. The Delmonis 5. The Delmonis 5 is $34.99. That's a 1986 UK press. And Alan Parsons Project is a 1985 sealed pressing, $39.99. We have Return of the Living Dead soundtrack. That's in shrink wrap with hype sticker, $19.99. And Reach Out of the Darkness, Friend and Lover, $19.99. Reach Out of the Darkness. Phil and the Frantics, Rough Diamonds, The History of Garage Band Music, $19.99. Michael Nesbitt of the Monkees, First National Band. That one's called Nevada Fighter, $24.99. Mia needs to put back Jay-Z Looking for Blueprint 1, not number 2. Television's Greatest Hits is $19.99. Justin Bieber, My World 2.0 on purple vinyl. That's $119.99, 2016 press. Ringo Starr, Old Wave, $49.99, 1983 Canadian press. Scorpions is a Japanese press. Fly to the Rainbow, $54.99, Japanese press. The Hills Have Eyes, Wes Craven soundtrack. That is $44.99. Martha and the Muffins, Metro Music is $19.99. Happy World, Chinatown, $19.99. Are We Too Late for the Trend, ESR, that's a VG copy, $59.99. Kraftwerk Autobahn, VG Plus, $49.99. The Music Machine, featuring Talk Talk, VG copy, $24.99. Eric B. and Rakim, What's on Your Mind, is VG Plus, $24.99. Ghetto Boys, We Can't Be Stopped, VG Plus, $199.99. God Bless the Red Crayola and All Who Sail With It. That's a VG minus, $99.99. Fat Boys The Twist, VG Plus, $19.99. That'll Be the Day, Buddy Holly, 1961 press, VG copy, $39.99. Nina Hagen, Fearless, is EX, $19.99. And Todd Smith, LL Cool J, $24.99. Jay-Z, The Blueprint 2, The Gift and the Curse. That's $89.99, 2002 pressing. Jay-Z. Grateful Dead, Working Man's Dead, is $39.99. The Strollers, Falling Right Down, is $34.99. Al Stewart, Time Passages, that is the MoFi press, $129.99. Tom Tom Club, $34.99, that's in shrink wrap. Mad Max soundtrack, Sealed, $89.99. Fat Boys is $34.99. And David Byrne, Re-Mamo, $64.99. Plasmatics, Butcher Baby, is $24.99. And The Inbred, A Family Affair, $24.99. Sherry Darnell says dead, and John Porter said dead 35. John, I've got to sell that to Sherry Darnell. She was first to that, $39.99. $39.99. Let me find that. Grateful Dead. I was about to say, even though it's a repress, it's in such nice condition. What happened to it? Still got MoFi Al Stewart. There it is. Sell that to Sherry Darnell. The Barracudas is $29.99. There's the Shock and Awe again, $44.99 from 2005. Les Rita Mitas Uku, and this is $14.99. The New Born Free, The Hesitations, 1968 white label promo, $24.99. Joe Eli, Lord of the Highway, $19.99. The Return of the Latin Breed, $44.99. Lenny and the Casuals is $24.99. With Love and Kisses from Tiny Tim, $24.99. The Impressions One by One in shrink wrap, 1965 mono, $49.99. The Buddy Holly, it's a 1961. The cover is about a VG. It don't really have a whole lot of wear. It looks like it has maybe some staining right here, and it is a VG copy. It is a VG. It has been well loved, and that is $39.99, 1968. Okay, Hall & Oates H2O, $19.99. The Roaches Keep On Doing, $14.99. Tommy James and the Shondells Cellophane Symphony, $24.99, 1969 Abbey Road Press. We the People, Declaration of Independence, $19.99. The Beatles, Hear the Beatles Tell All picture disc, 1987. Really cool picture disc, $34.99. David Allan Coe was $274.99. David Bowie was $299.99. The other David Bowie was $29.99. Buffalo Springfield, 1968 press, $44.99. The T-Bones with Gary Farr, $26.99. Leonard Skinner, surprisingly still available, $34.99. John Lennon Rock and Roll, surprisingly still available, $24.99. And Huey Lewis and the News is $164.99. MoFi pressing, $164.99. Tom Tom Club is $34.99. Rich, it is near mint in shrink wrap. That one is called Boom Boom Chick Boom Boom. Boom Boom Chi Boom Boom. Something like that. Condition of Les Rita. That was back here in the bag. I don't think we had any notes on that one, Boontar. Let me find that though. There it is. Let's see. Gold stamp promo about a VG Plus cover. Has a notch mark there. Yeah, no condition notes on the vinyl. Near mint minus. All right. These auctions are ended. If anybody wants Poco, it's a $35 buy it now. And if anybody wants Keel, it's a $45 buy it now. $45 on Keel and $35 on Poco. Those are a buy it now if anybody wants them. We're going to pause there just for a few minutes. I'm going to figure out what to sell during the break. Probably go back through some vintage stuff. Condition of, hold on a second, there's some stuff on my screen before here. Was Ziggy a MoFi? Let's see. First question is, how much was Ziggy? Steve Merkel. That was $299.99. 1981 MoFi pressing. Ziggy Stardust and the Spiders from Mars. Mobile Fidelity Sound Lab press. That's $299.99. Beautiful copy. All right, then we had, was Ziggy a MoFi? Yes, this was a MoFi pressing, $299.99. Condition of OG Bowie. I showed the vinyl earlier. It had very few marks on it. Very few marks on it. Let's see here. To get really specific, side 2, I see one mark there, and one mark there, and one mark here that's kind of really noticeable. And side 1 is super clean. Man of Words, I always get this mixed up. Man of Words, Man of Music. It has the flip open cover. Seipert wrote his name there on the cheek, and he wrote his name also on the side 2 label. Yeah, I know. I went through those. I messed up one night, and but yeah, $299.99. $300. Sometimes when they get that high, I don't say $299.99. I say $300. David Bowie's are $300 each. $300 each. I've never had a copy of this. Do I want to keep it? Absolutely. If no one buys it tonight, it may disappear. I don't know. I'll keep it for a little while, though. It's kind of like the butcher cover. I still got the butcher cover, but it's priced like I really don't want to sell it. But if somebody wants to buy it, they can. This David Bowie is also $300. The next comment was Greg Rogers wants the Poco for $35. Sell that to Greg Rogers. And then Boontar says, would you take 12 for Les Rita? Let me find that. If that was 19, I will do $15 on it if you want that. I will sell that to you. I have 15 on it. So yes, I will take 12 for that. Sell that to Boontar Jones for $12. Did I miss anything else? Fat Boys Bundle. Let me see which ones I have left in here. Fat Boys Bundle. Dan, was that Dan Rice? Yeah, or Ryan Rice. We got a couple Rices tonight. Anybody else interested in anything on here? Want to know my best price? Want to make an offer on it? Etc., etc. I guess we got the Fat Boys album and Fat Boys The Twist. I told somebody earlier 18 on this, and I'll do 30 on this. That's 48 for both of them. That's $7 off. 30, that is, let's see here. Yeah, 18 and 30. That's $48. $48, Ryan. We don't get those. Well, I guess we kind of get them in, but not too much. We got some killer MoFi stuff in here. We auctioned off Pink Floyd, but we got MoFi stuff we just never get. I mean, I hope y'all realize how amazing these sound. They sound incredible. Right, but yes, we're going to pause there. I'm just going to wait and see what Ryan says, and I will come back in about 30 minutes. I've got some food over here I'm dying to eat. Got to have some food. We'll go through some vintage crates and do some big discounting, and we'll also go back through some Japanese auctions we've yet to put up. Okay. I will be back in about 30 minutes, which is